How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to more Grade Ace Attorney. How's everybody doing? I hope people aren't, kinda thrown off by the different time, but I did put it on Twitter and Discord and on Twitch that I will be streaming an hour earlier for a while now to test things out, so hopefully that will work with everybody. If not, then, people will show up at 6 o'clock thinking, wow, you started early, huh? I pretty much did. But how you doing, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Just let me fix myself. But yeah, as you can see, I'm wearing, like, flannel today because, I was outside earlier and I thought, you know what? I'll show off the flannel. Why not? Flannel's cool. But of course, after what happened last time, we now are going to defend Gina and to prove that she did not kill Mr. Windybank, who has always put up a gun to his head. So, we're gonna try to see how we can actually defend her and who the real killers are. So let's continue. Alright, let me just get this mic over here so it's not covering my face. Can I get an audio check? Do I sound okay? I will see if I sound okay by your thumbs. Alright, here we are again at the scene of the crime. Now to thrust these representation papers in Gregson's face and see what he makes of them. Just gonna rub them all over his face like, here you go, buddy. How you doing, Gregson? Hello again, Inspector. Do you have a minute, please? What is it now? You should go home and get some rest. Here you are, Gregsy. Here are the representation papers. Your ladyship. Oh! I don't believe it. How the devil did you get that stubborn little ragabash to sign that? Now, what the flip's a ragabash? I salute you. That is good work, that is. But yes, hello, how you doing? By the way, Chad, so remember when I talked about me possibly moving to YouTube? Before you start screaming and shouting and letting it all outing, here's what I got planned so far. In 2022, I will do most of my streaming here on Twitch, but maybe do one stream a week, or maybe two streams a month on YouTube, maybe. To split things up a bit and see how they are, to see if YouTube streaming has gotten better. And if it hasn't, then I'll stay on Twitch, but it's just to test things out. I want to see how the YouTube live thing is. Because YouTube said they are improving their streaming services in 2022, so we will see. But I will still focus on Twitch for the time being. Do not worry, I'm not going anywhere. Except that I will be real in your house in a bit, and you must run away from me. Otherwise, if you stare at my face, you will turn to TV static. And you do not want to become TV static. I promise you, you will feel numb. Alright, I salute you. That is good work, that is. I can see you've been very busy here as well. Hold on. Something was on my tongue. I was drinking tea earlier. It might be like a bit of tea leaves. But yeah, speaking about tea, how about some tea? It's a special blend designed to relieve fatigue. That is the tea I just drank earlier. Relieves my fatigue. He's glugging it up. Lovely. Well, let's see now. Yes, I hardly feel tired at all. I'm fit as a fiddle, your ladyship. Would it be alright if we investigated the scene of the crime then? Do as you please. You know where it happened. Through that door behind the counter. Gold Peak Tea. What is cool? Hold on. Hola, Siri. Hey Siri. Show me Gold Peak Tea. Oh, she just disconnected for me. I swore her thing just came up, and the moment I finished my question, she's not showing me anything now. It's still on my home screen. Do you want to see my home screen? It's full of nothing incriminating, I suppose. Yeah, there's nothing here, just FaceTime, calendar, mail. I really need to read my mail. It's like 21 messages. It's not a lot because I've seen people who have thousands of emails they have not even read or deleted. But yeah, my home screen don't got much. By the way, chat, dog. Look at that good dog right there. You see that good dog? Who wants that gold right there? I want a dog like that in the future. Also, chat, I'm sorry to say, but do you see the thing next to the picture of the dog? It's looking kinda... There's two things looking kinda... sus. They look kinda... sus, don't you think? Yes, the storeroom. That's where I discovered Mr. Windybank and Gina. Right, well, I'll be getting back to business then. Will you be investigating in the storeroom as well, Inspector? If I'm perfectly honest, we need to wrap this up before long. Can't afford to spend too much time on it. But there are so many articles to go through, it's taken forever, even with the lads working around the clock. But yeah, Pixel Dog Firebrand, just got a question. How's the 5 o'clock schedule going? Is that fine for you? I'm streaming a little earlier, just in case, like, if I do end up streaming late, it's not too late, in which it affects my sleeping schedule to go to work. So this is because of work. I'm streaming a little earlier, so I can stream later if needed to. And also, what do you mean it's 4? Well, stop living in the past. We live in the present, which is 5 o'clock. Or in California, it's 2. That's right, California live in the past. We live in the present, baby. Which is a problem, because there's another case the yard needs to investigate urgently. That must be what Lord Strongheart meant by far more serious matters before. So what I'm saying is, don't get under my feet, sunshine. Well, I'm not a floor mat, so you can't walk on me. Come then, let us not waste any time. Also, chat. Oh, look at the little bobbies. But yeah, chat. So what I found out is that Disney Magical World 2 Enchanted Edition comes out Friday. I just realized that right now, so I pretty much have to get that real soon to do a Let's Play on it, so... Yay, HD Disney! I probably got to investigate the door, don't I? Let's do it. The police are scouring every inch of this place by the look of it. Hey, Joker, how you doing? I hope you're doing alright. I'm doing alright. I got my tea that relieves the fatigue, and I'm doing A-okay. Instructions from the yard are to examine every article in the shop and every ledger and book of accounts. Every article? But that's a ridiculous amount of work, surely. We've been hard at it ever since the shop was declared a crime scene in the early hours. We're sifting through all of it, in shifts at least, but still. We'll be working through the night, that's for sure. And even then, we'll barely have scratched the surface. A crime in a pawnbroker's? It must be every policeman's worst nightmare. It's every copper's worst nightmare, you know, a crime in a pawnbroker's. Wait, chat, did you see that? Wait, look at him though. So he comes over here, right? But look what happens after. Just teleports. He's like, boop. Ah. Sorry, his tea leaves on my tongue. Got so many tea leaves in my tongue. I must have drank like every bit of the tea. Well, hold on. I just want to see that though. I just want to see him pop there. Like after he's done talking, he's like, boop. He just disappears. I love him. Oh wait, did they remove Disney Magical World 2 from the 3DS eShop? I didn't know that. School's been kind of hard. From tomorrow, you'll be missing in action. It's understandable, but work hard though. Don't get distracted too long by me, alright? My voice may be relaxing, but come on. Behind that door is the storeroom, isn't it? That's what Gregsy said. But yeah, chat, I got a question. I do want to do shiny hunts in the future, you know, Pokemon shiny hunts. I want to try with Sword and Shield first. But how do you get the shiny charm though? Like, do I even need the shiny charm to actually do any shiny hunting or what? Because I don't know where to start. Yes, and that's where I saw that dreadful scene last night. Through the little window in the door. But yeah, Mr. Windybank is dead, and there's Gina. She didn't do it. I know he did. I have to get all the Pokemon. Ugh. That's disgusting. Never mind. Mr. Windybank face down on the floor with Gina beside him. So here's what I'm gonna do, Pixel Dog. I'm gonna try to focus on finishing the rest of the DLC when I get to it, and then I'll stream myself in Sword and Shield trying to get all the Pokemon though. And then we can do shiny hunting. As the accused legal representative, you have the right to examine the scene, Mr. Naruhodo. We must make a thorough investigation. Yes, of course, and we will. Behind that door, that's the real scene of the crime. Oh, look at her. Don't worry, if there are clues in there, I'll find them. Alright, so I guess we can move in now, right? There we go. Poor Mr. Windybank. Is his body still in there? Or did they remove it? Can I get his body as evidence? DLC has a place where the odds are way better. I mean, I just can't believe that I still can't find a shiny legitimately, but now I gotta go on a shiny hunt and then freak out when I see a Pokemon. I'll be like, well, would you look at that? My first shiny. Isn't that great? Gee willikers, chat, we just got a shiny. Oh, gee whiz. Oh, Iris. Poor Iris. She's clammed up completely. Iris is bound to find this difficult. After all, Mr. Windybank's life was taken in this very room only last night. But yeah, if I have to remember, I think my first shiny, well, that's not a red Gyarados, but a shiny was given to me by a friend. It was a shiny Pidgeot. It was a beautiful shiny Pidgeot that was given to me, not something that I caught. And the other shinies I got were event mons, you know, put the code in to the mystery gift and you get it there, like those kind of Pokemon. But I have not found a shiny Pokemon in the wild that I can catch. No, never. Don't know why. What's with my luck? Is it that bad? I think it is. Gregsy! Wait, he just showed up and left? Inspector, wait, get back here. What is it now, Sunshine? You took one look at me and tried to run away. You think a Scotland Yard inspector will run away from some jumped up little defense lawyer, do ya? Yeah. Well... Oh yeah, you got shiny Zamazenta? I think I got the shiny Zacian because I got Shield. But yeah, if you look at my home screen, I recently opened it up to get my shiny Zacian, whatever you pronounce it. But yeah, speaking of which, I got Digimon for Friday, so come on down for that, chat. And also, I gotta record the next Wario Cup. It's up right now. And I've been playing this game on the side. I've never seen her ladyship looking like that before, is the thing. I didn't know what to say to her. So you weren't running away from me, you were running away from a 10-year-old. Yup. I'm afraid this is all a little much for a young Iris. Did I decide to stream at 720p? Wait, what? Oh. I forgot that I switched to 720p to make it easier for people watching me because for some reason my stream lags. Because let's say that I stream at 1080p, right? And if I don't have quality settings, people start lagging on my stream. So until things get better, I might stay at 720p for a little while. So it runs better. What is Slay the Spire about? I played it before. It's basically a card game. You go through like these paths. It's a card game and you slay the spire. Literally, you slay the spire. You hit the slay button on the spire. Hit the slay button. Some gentle reassurance might go a long way, perhaps, Inspector. Aww. Alright, chat. We have to make the Iris better. How do you make Iris better? Why is she I know why she's crying, but what would you do to make Iris feel better? What would Gregsy do? Don't trouble yourself unduly, your ladyship. I mean, at least you're not dead, are you? That is the worst thing you could say to a little girl right now. Yep, he made it worse. I don't think that went very well. Why? Look, I'm in the middle of an investigation here, Sunshine, and I told you not to get under my feet. He tried. And we have investigating to do ourselves. Yes. I'd like to hear more of what the socially inept inspector has to say. Ah, your Wi-Fi went and downgraded to 144p, the best kind of P. Oh, Hurley. And inquire into how Mr. Sholmes' operation is going. So yeah, let's talk. Oh wait, I didn't want to move. That'd be crazy. The scene of the crime. Ah! So, Inspector, what do you make of the crime scene here? For sure, you got eyes, haven't you? Use them. It is what it looks like. Nothing more, nothing less. I know, isn't it crazy when the crime scene explodes out of nowhere? Iris, could you lend me a hand? So, Gregsy, what do you make of the crime scene here? Oh yes, your ladyship, do allow me to humbly explain. Last night at shortly after the hour of 1 o'clock in the morning, Scotland Yard police attended the scene. The one and only door to the storeroom was found locked from the inside. So it was locked from the inside. The lock appears to be broken now, though. Was that the police officers doing? Quite right, ma'am, quite right. We took the liberty of smashing the door in as humbly as possible. Oh. As you can see, the victim was discovered prostrate on the floor, thus-wise. And next to the aforementioned body, we discovered the vile gutter chop. Sheesh. Leave Gina alone. Are you talking about Ginny? She's my friend, you know, Inspector. Miss Lestrade, the hapless girl, was curled up on the floor, dead to the world. She's still alive, you know. Yes, when I saw her, she appeared to be unconscious. And I'm afraid to say she had the gun that was used in her hand. No! That gun right there, presumably is the gun that's still down there on the floor now. You know, anybody want a free gun? It's free. On the floor right now. The floor gun, the best kind of gun. Get yours today on a local floor. Floor gun, floor gun. In her pocket, we found the key to the door as well. What? The key to the storeroom? And you say the storeroom had been locked from the inside, Inspector. Correct, all of which leaves her ladyship's friend in something of a sticky situation, I'm afraid. No, we cannot shoot Gregson. I like this guy because he's been eating endless fish and chips. You see that fish right there? He's got endless fish and chips. How does he do it, though? That is one magical cone of food that I would love to have. Obviously, my personal opinion is that it's all some sort of misunderstanding. Of course it is, Inspector. Of course it is. Sholmes' operation. How's he doing? Gregsy, do you know anything about Hurley? Is the operation finished? Is Hurley alright? Is he... well, the thing is... Don't mince your words. Don't mince your words, Inspector, please. You don't mean to say that Mr. Sholmes is... No. The operation's done and dusted. It's just that, well, out with it. What? Imagine Susato does the Susato throw, flips him upside down. Yes, ma'am. They use something called a general anesthetic. It's the latest thing, renders the whole body insensitive. The whole body? Anesthetized? Is that even possible? It means the operation can be completed while the patient is fast asleep. Goodness, in the Empire of Japan, we can just manage to provide laughing gas for a tooth extraction. By the way, chat, has anyone gone for a little surgery and got laughing gas in a while? I haven't been laughing gassed in a long while, so I'm sorry, chat. You're not gonna see a laughing gas stream in a long while where I just come on stream and just be like the whole time. The trouble is, the latest thing isn't always the greatest thing, if you follow my meaning. They couldn't get the medication to work at first, so it took hours for him to nod off for. So I hear. And now that the op's finished, they can't get him to wake up, apparently. Is Sholmes in a coma? Oh my. No one knows if it's the anesthetic still in the system or if the bloke's just plain exhausted. But anyway, all they can do is stand back and watch till he comes around again. Hurley. The moment he opens his eyes, your ladyship, I swear I shall get word to ya. What a surprise. Even in matters of life and death, Mr. Sholmes has to do things his way. Have it your way. And I think that's pretty much it for now. Let's go search around, starting with the gun. The obvious gun. This is a revolver. A real one. And quite possibly the murder weapon used to take Mr. Windybank's life. What's the matter, Susie? You and Bruno look like you're about to faint. Well, it's just that I've rarely seen a gun in the flesh. And I've had issues with guns in the past. But anyway, we saw Mr. Windybank with this yesterday, didn't we? Oh, the gun that he just, you know, boop, 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 boop. Yep, there it is. I'll sure have to take my own life. Best flashback. Best flashback right there, literally. Isn't that the same gun Mr. Windybank has? I'll shoot myself. Man, what a guy. It must be the same gun. And last night, when I looked through the spy hole in the floor to the storeroom here, that was the same gun I saw in Gina's hand. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. Mr. Windybank told us that he only ever had a single bullet loaded in his revolver, didn't he? Well, it's empty now. The one and only bullet he had in his gun has been fired. So we can be fairly certain that only a single shot was fired from this revolver. Imagine cross-examining yourself. Hey, me, did you see what happened? Yes, me, I did see what happened. Well, me, can you tell me what you saw? Yes, me, I saw the killer. Who was the killer, me? Oh, great question, me. It was me. What a twist! The police have marked the position of the body with a chalk line. Oh man, what a beautiful drawing. Poor Mr. Windybank, he was a nice old man. Well, he was shot just once, through the heart. Shot through the heart, and you're to blame. You give love a bad name. Most likely the fellow died instantly. He wouldn't have felt a thing. He wouldn't have felt a thing. You mean he didn't feel the bullet piercing his heart? I'm pretty sure for 1 second you would have felt something. But it probably went through really quickly. Oh. Aha, I may well be able to help with that. What? There's nothing like the sight of blood to get the blood pumping, is there, Bruno? I swear. Who's the... I forgot the scientist girl's name. The one who likes doing the science. What's her name? I forgot her name. It's like the same thing. I have a feeling I'm not as bloody-minded as you, Iris. I'm afraid... Emma Sky, thank you. I was gonna say Luna. I'm like, who the flip is Luna? I'm afraid the sight of blood makes my blood run cold. There you have it, you see? When it comes to blood, we're all different types. Yes, what a scientific observation. So you need this. Oh no, what is that scary looking thing? Hurley and I haven't actually come up with a name for it yet. But as soon as you see it in action, you'll understand what it does. It shoots... Oh, we're going to get shot. And we just got shot. So it shoots out... The blood turned blue. Oh my goodness! Now the game is PG-13! Ah! Oh, I accidentally pressed the button. That was my mistake. The controller slid down my leg and hit the button. There, does it make sense now? Yes, I think I'm starting to understand. Good, it works on the principle that different people have different types of blood, you see. Yes, how wonderful. The chemical it fires combines with the blood and makes it change color. So you can identify whose blood is it that you're looking at in a flash. Oh, what a fabulous invention, Iris. Isn't it? Isn't it? I bet Ginny would say it's bleeding great. I get it. Because bleeding is blood. So whose blood are we looking at then? Yours. This must be Mr. Windybank's blood. Yes, this is where he was shot, so there can't be any question of that. This could turn out to be a very valuable clue. So we simply must make a note of it. Alright, cool. Now we have blue blood. Different people's blood turns different colors. I think we're gonna find out who has green colored blood. So chat, if our blood wasn't red, what color do you want the blood to be? Imagine if you just bleed like blue blood out of nowhere, like you're just bleeding and it's blue instead of red. How would you feel about that? Let's keep testing and adding the results of any other blood analysis to the portfolio. Who else is bleeding? As long as I have region left, sure. Ah, she needs more of that region juice. Iris? Don't worry, I'm all right. But we must find the true culprit. Yes, absolutely. So I guess we'll start looking around. Let's see. What are these things here? Look at all these articles that have been deposited. The room is stuffed full of them. I can't believe how many there are. A bicycle, a gramophone, musical instruments, even some enormous paintings. Look! Pieces of different people's lives quietly gathering dust in here today. There's something very peaceful about the atmosphere in here, though. Or at least there would be if not for the chalk outline on the floor and the policemen shuffling around. Yum. Not much I can do about that, sunshine. Tell him to leave. Leave me alone. Let's see, what else can we find? Nothing much else? Wow, that's pretty much it. There's nothing else to inspect there. Let's show him the blood. Inspector Gregson, could you give me your... he doesn't want to see it. He doesn't care about blood. He really does not care about blood. That is fine, then. Oh, thank you for the tea. It is lovely. What about the papers? Nope, he does not care about that either. I mean, I guess we just need to find more blood, I guess? Is that the first thing we should be doing? Yeah, because I think... Oh yeah, what about the ticket? Inspector, what do you make of this? Ah, what have we here then? A redemption ticket for an article deposited here is it? Looks like someone ran out of office stationery and wrote the ticket on whatever paper was to hand. Yes, this is the ticket for McGilded's overcoat, the one that little diver turned up with yesterday. Oh, actually, no, it's not. Really? Think you know better than me, do ya? No, I didn't mean to, Bruno's right, Grexy. It isn't the same ticket. Of course it isn't. Of course it isn't. I never doubted you, your ladyship. So what's all this about then, if I might be so bold to ask? This is a second ticket. A second ticket? It seems that McGilded, in fact, had another article in storage here at Windybank's. Is that right? I think we need to discuss this further with the inspector, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, good, because he's ever so easy to talk to. Oh boy, we get to talk to Gregsy more. This ticket was in one of the pockets of Mr. McGilded's overcoat. You mean to tell me? Yes, there was more than just a music box, it seems. I should have insisted on the lads taking it back to the yard and examining it properly. Well, according to details on his ticket, Mr. McGilded deposited another article here with Mr. Windybank. Yes, I can see it written here. A small box, was it? Do you have any idea where it is, Grexy? Any idea at all? It's another article belonging to Mr. McGilded. It could be an important clue. Well, yes, I suppose it could be. Well, where is it? Please stop looking at me with those big turquoise eyes all full of hope and expectation. It's too much pressure. I'll lose me marbles, I will. I'll go barking. Oh my goodness, he's eating that with... He's a dog. This is no time for dog impressions, Inspector. That's enough sauce from you, Sunshine. There is one thing that springs to mind. According to this ticket, the redemption deadline's already passed, hasn't it? Oh, yes, of course. Articles are only held for 2 months. So the small box will no longer be in here then. That's right. It's been forfeited. Which means it could be on the shelves in the front of the shop where the forfeited items are offered for sale. Yes, the shelves in the front. We must search them at once. You're wasting your time. Oh, there are dozens of little boxes out there, hundreds even. We can't possibly know which one might have been McGilded's. That info's not written in the ledger. Duh. Well, I think we should at least have a look just in case. Of course, your ladyship, of course. Very sensible of you, I'm sure. Oh, did you not know the DAB is going to be off the channel point rewards starting January 1st, 2022? Did you not know that? I said it like 50 times a day. I said, since no one's making me dab, no one deserves to make me dab at all. I never said that. This is getting old. I don't know why people want to see me dab so much. If you just want me to dab, just say so already. Dang. Like, no one's ever thought about asking me? But too late now. If I said it, that's pretty much it. I'm not doing it now. Yes, this is where all the items that have been forfeited by their original owners are offered for sale. That's right. They've all got little price labels on them, but there are so many. I wonder if the small box this ticket was for is still on the shelves somewhere. The box that McGilded deposited here just over 2 months ago. Even if it were, finding it promises to be very troublesome indeed. There are so many boxes, it could be any one of them. Mr. Shom said that a pawnbroker's was the safest place to store anything, more secure than a bank vault. So perhaps the small box in Mr. McGilded's contains something of very great value. Pretty sure we all went. Since it's in the points, we can't ask him. All I can say to that is, wah. Hey, Grassy, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Well, if that's the case, he probably have kept it locked. So then, we need to find every box with a lock and break them all open. Hiya! What? I just got thrown. That sort of misconduct will get you arrested. I won't let that happen. This takes me back. It's been some time since Usato-san last threw me. Throw me again, my queen. Please. Throw me. So I guess that won't work. Could it be anyone? There's more bobbies on the scene. Wait, could that be the box? No, it's not shining, so that can't be a box. Did we just talk to a bobby, I guess? There's the article ledger here, Mr. Windybank's note. And... What's this? It looks as though someone has left a little photographic print behind. Wait! That's the kit! Oh wait, did the voice changer not work? Let me try again. No, it works. It should be working unless... No, it should be working. It should be working. It should be working. Oh. Yeah, it works. Oh, I guess I had to... I don't know, but... It should work now, though. It should work now. But I did it for you, though. I did it for you. That was your random voice. But yes, it looks like someone has left a little photographic print behind.
Oh, look in the back. There's some writing. Is there? Show us, Susie. Show us. What's on the back? Wait, is that blood?
February 15, 10:30 p.m. One gentleman's overcoat. Loan amount paid £1. Redemption deadline 15th of April. Oh wait, is this Mr. McGilded's overcoat? A gentleman's overcoat pawned for £1. Clearly it was a very fine coat. In fact, I think... Yes, this must be the ticket for the overcoat that Jeannie redeemed yesterday. And is still wearing, which belonged to McGilded. I would never have expected the redemption ticket to be handwritten on the back of a photograph, though. It seems Mr. Windybank just used whatever piece of paper he happened to have on hand. Look at that kitty, though. But this photograph of a cat, it looks very familiar, doesn't it? I'm sure I've seen this exact same picture somewhere else recently. You mean the picture we have now? The same exact picture with the same exact cat? I love this cat. Oh, yes, you're right. Very recently. It's the same one as the one Ginny gave us earlier. Of course, I was forgetting that she gave us that print. Well, what are you waiting for, Mr. Naruhodo? Get it out. All right. Let the cogs turn. My brain just working. Ooh, is this a find the difference page? All right, find the difference, chat. What's different? All right, I already found a difference. I already found a difference. The big difference is this part of the bush above the cat's left ear. You see that bush? Look at that bush. The bush is above the cat's ear on the left ear. If you look on this one, the bush is below the left ear. I found the difference. I win the game, right? Do I win? I win the game. I've got it. These two photographs hide an amazing secret. A secret? What does she mean? You must tell us, Iris, at once. Do you really want to know? Yes, we need you to tell us all you know about this pair of photographs. Has anyone played that before? Finding the difference? Like, has anyone done that in a while where you look at these two photographs and you gotta find what's different? What's the difference? So, Iris, about these two photographic prints, the one we found here on Mr. Windybank's counter and the one Gina gave us before. These two cat photos. What is this amazing secret you mentioned that's hidden between these two identical prints? Actually, that's not quite right. Sorry? You play latent, not differences. Oh, if you look carefully, the two prints aren't the same, not exactly. I just found that out myself. Wait, they're not? Even though I found out already, thank you very much. Have another look at them now. What's the main difference? Oh wait, there's also another difference. The cat's looking a bit to the right? The cat here is looking straight at us. That's another major difference. Besides that, the cat's staring away, looking at us. Away 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 at us. Can you see that they are just slightly different from each other? I think so. It's very subtle though. I found a difference. Do I win the game now? Can I close this game now because I won? But what's the reason for the subtle difference between the two prints? Ah, well, it's because they're a set, you see. No, I don't. This pair of photographs is meant to be used in a stereoscope. Everyone in London is raving about them at the moment. Different grading quality. Also, hey Rio, how you doing? How you been doing? But yeah, imagine it's like, oh yeah, these two photos, this one is a 9 and this one is an 8. You can't sell this, I'm sorry. Get these away from me. Ah, stereoscope. Why do I feel as though I've heard that word before recently? Because Leighton was looking at one. Oh yes, that's what Mr. Sholmes showed us yesterday. A stereoscope. You see, there it is, just over there. Ah, of course, that magical machine that makes pictures look almost real enough to touch. Well, actually, it's quite possible to see the same depth in pictures even without one of those contraptions. Wait, what? Really? Yes, first bring out your 3DS. Oh wait, we're not playing on 3DS anymore. Because remember, this game was actually originally made for 3DS. Ported to Switch. Which is crazy. Do you know how a pair of flat photographic prints can appear to have any depth in the first place? If you turn off the 3D slider, you will see. No, I have no idea. Oh, wonderful. Then I'll be able to tell you. She's over the moon, bless her. Should we let her explain, though? We really need to carry on investigating the scene. I, for one, simply have to know. Let's find out. Have you ever considered, Bruno, how our eyes see the deaf in the world around us? Well, I just opened them and it works. But the reason it works is because we have two eyes. If you have one eye, you're a freak, is what she's saying. Two eyes? Shocking. If you try closing just one eye at a time, I'm sure you'll see straight away. Alright, chat. Follow me. Close one eye, and then you will see the world differently. Wow. The world still looks stupid. What you see with your left eye. What? Oh no. I've gone crazy. And what you see with your right eye. What? Are ever so slightly different. You get a different view with each eye. Yes, the position of objects seems to shift slightly. Exactly, and in your head, your brain uses that shift to estimate depth as it merges the two views into one. Hey Jabari, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. That's how we can sense depth in everything we see. By the way, Rio, are you feeling better? Because I remember last time we chatted, you were not feeling well. I hope you're feeling better. I hope everybody's feeling good and amazing and beautiful. My brain really is amazing, isn't it? It does so much without telling me. I think I see. So the pair of photographs consist of a left eye view and a right eye view. Is that right? You're doing all right? That's good. Oh, well done, Susie. You're so quick. So, if you can persuade your brain to merge the two pictures together in your head, you'll be able to see depth in these prints. How's the work going? Pretty well. Like I said, I'm enjoying my job. The only downside so far is that I only get paid once a month. I still have to wait 2 more weeks until I actually get money to pay rent and stuff like that. So do you know how hard it is to budget? I have to budget. That's why I'm wearing flannel. Actually, I like flannel though. Flannel is pretty cool. I think it's because I'm getting too old that I'm starting to like flannel a lot more. So I'm a flannel sloth. Now that's a sloth design I need. A sloth with flannel fur. I need that though. Spend everything in a week and turn everything off for 3 weeks. Or, Rio, you can just give me your entire savings and I'll be fine for the next 3 days. Because what I'm gonna buy for those 3 days are amazing things. Hey Arthur, how you doing? But yes, I'm wearing flannel because it's December and it's getting colder, so I have to wear flannel, otherwise I will freeze. 1 peppermint candy. Yo, don't joke with me, Rio. I love peppermint candies, alright? That's how old I'm getting. I love my peppermint candies. Yes, Bruno, you're beginning to understand. And a stereoscope's function is to act as your brain and allow you to do just that. Yes, but as long as you have 2 images, 2 eyes, and 1 brain, you can actually do it yourself without needing a stereoscope at all. You can? Really? Alright, how do we view them? We're not using a 3DS. Let's try it. Chick-fil-A has a peppermint milkshake. Totally tried it this morning. It's dangerously good. There is a Chick-fil-A near my job. I should try it out. Does somebody want to give me money for a milkshake though? I can't just spend money like that. Pixel, here, have a peppermint milkshake on me. What if I don't have enough money? Do they put less peppermints in? Like, if a peppermint milkshake costs like $4 and I only gave him 2, will they only put half the peppermints inside? I don't know. Did I see an ad for it? I don't know if I saw an ad for it, but add peppermint and milkshakes. I like peppermints though. What's a Chick-fil-A? So it's a fast food restaurant over here in the US that sells, you know, high quality chicken. So yeah, All right, let's try. Let's see if you can view this pair of prints without the help of a stereoscope. Oh yes, I'm dying to have a go. Susato-san really loves this kind of thing. By the way, chat, just want to make sure. How do I sound right now? Like right now, I'm trying to go for more of a... Like, this is how close I can get the mic, but I can try lowering it so it doesn't cover my face as much, but I want to know if I still sound okay. Like, do I still sound chill and whatnot? If I don't sound chill, I need to know from you right now. You need to be able to cross your eyes. That's the main thing. Can you both do that? You sound and look good. I'm okay with sounding good. I don't look good, okay? I look amazing. Oh, goodness. Cross my eyes. I think I can. Watch me and see if you can copy. Oh! Oh! She actually crossed her eyes. What the heck? Make your eyes do this. Okay. Look at me carefully. I'm gonna try to do it. Ah! Alright, let me try. The Susato too. Are you ready, Miss Naruhodo? Is she gonna do it? Oh, she did it too. Oh, goodness. There, how's that? Wonderful, now it's your turn, Runo. The trick is to concentrate on looking at the bridge of your nose with both eyes at the same time. Okay, I'll try it. Am I doing it? Hopefully I am doing it. I don't look stupid. Not exactly an easy task when two people are staring at you cross-eyed. Alright, that's enough practice. Now let's try looking at the prints. Oh no. Start by staring at one print and slowly crossing your eyes. You should see two overlapping images like this. You try now, Runo. I'm just gonna have to give it a try, I suppose. So did the print split into two images for you? Now the next step. Alright, chat, you do this too, chat. I hope I'm not the only one doing it. Because if I gotta look like an idiot, I want you all to look like idiots. Fun fact, you can actually do this yourself without the game helping. Also, hi. Hey Savia, how you doing? But yeah, I hope the one hour going backwards is okay with everybody for the stream. I'm just testing it out because, you know, since I gotta go to work, I want to make sure I have plenty of streaming time without needing to end early. Okay? Okay. You don't know how to look like an idiot? You don't need much trying. Because it's easy for me. I mean, do you see me? Look at me. How do I not look idiotic? Is to put the pair of prints side by side like this and then to try crossing your eyes again. The prints should slowly merge together until boop, 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 boop. They form a new single image in the center. Oh yes! Miss Naruhodo, it works. I can see it in the middle now. It looks so real. Oh, I can look at it all day. While she's staring at me like this. I wish somebody could love me like Susato-san looks at somebody right now. I wouldn't advise that. Your eyes might start to hurt. Your turn, Runo. I actually got to try. Pretend you're looking through the two pictures and slowly cross your eyes. Keep adjusting the position of your eyes until the two images overlap exactly in the middle. Like this, is it? I'm trying. Why is it not doing anything? I tried. They did not overlap for me. You need to be close up to actually focus and then slowly back away. There, you managed it. So now you know how stereoscopic images work. Well, I don't know who discovered it, but it really is quite extraordinary. This is actual science, chat. So what do you think of these stereoscopic prints then, Runo? They're certainly amazing, but it isn't easy to get the knack of viewing them properly. No, some people find it easier than others. But that's why contraptions like this exist, for people who find it tricky. Oh, I recognize that. We saw one over there yesterday, didn't we? Alright, chat, I got another question. Tag yourself, are you Pinocchio or Pinocchia? So on the right is Pinocchio, but on the left is Pinocchia. If I remember correctly, you press this little knob here, and it opens up. Then set the pair of photographs in this stand at the back, and it's still amazing, even though I know roughly how it works now. Well, London seems to agree with ya. Stereoscopes are very popular at the moment. Is the Dolls from It Takes Two? That was such a great game, by the way. Did you know that's up for Game of the Year at the Game Awards? It could win Game of the Year, but at the same time, I don't know if it will. You can find one of these folding contraptions in lots of households in the capital currently. But if these little machines are so affordable, surely there's no need to go around staring cross-eyed at pictures like you hate them. But it's much more satisfying to be able to see the effect with your own eyes. Well, I think so in any case. Stereoscopic pictures, I never even heard of them until yesterday. It's not AAA enough to win, even though it was probably the most unique game with that high of quality in a long time. Sad to know it's true though. Unfortunately, I will not be able to stream it because I might be working that night, but it's... Oh yeah, the Game Awards is in 3 days. So, unless I just say, hey, I can't make it, can somebody else take over that shift, and... I don't know. Chat, if I were to stream the Game Awards, who would see it though? Who would come by to see it? I want to know if there's interest enough to see a Game Award stream, because that thing is late though. That thing actually goes late. Hold on, let me see what time it starts. Oh wait, it's not. It's next Thursday. Oh wait, am I working next Thursday? I think I might be. Let me go check my schedule real quick. Hold on, chat. It's schedule checking with Pixel right now, okay? Schedule checking with Pixel. Am I working next Thursday night? I am. Wow, that sucks. And it's an all-day shift too, meaning that I won't be back home until late at night. But yeah, the Game Awards go from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern, so it does go very late, so pretty much I'm gonna miss it. I am gonna miss it. Alright, we've certainly learned a lot about them, but I wonder if it's knowledge that I'll ever actually need. The second white photograph is ours. Do we need to use the... Do we need to, like, do it a lot, though? So let's see. So now that we got the cat image, we still gotta find the box. We still need to find that dang box. Boop, boop, doop. That legendary that's open on the counter there really is enormous, isn't it? It must be an awful lot of work to keep track of all these hundreds of items in pawn. It's too much to think about. Better to sell it all and have a clear head if you ask me. But clearly Mr. Windybank was very careful when it came to the articles in his care. Okay, so we tried looking over here and I got Susato thrown because she wouldn't let me look at the boxes. Oh yeah, this is that strange contraption that lets you see pictures of things as if they're right in front of your eyes. It makes you think. When Mr. Sholmes gleefully showed it to us yesterday, we were blissfully unaware that any of this was about to happen. And now, let's see, what else are we missing? This officer has been staring intently at the wall since before we came in here. Shh, keep it down. Oh, sorry. There's a major clue, Gestia. Really? Then we must tell Grexy at once. But as soon as I report it, that'll be it. I'll be stuck here even longer. Stuck here? What do you mean? I haven't been home in 2 days already. I need another constable to relieve me and take over me shift. Imagine standing at that window for 2 days straight. They really have a tough time, the British police. That doesn't stop us investigating though, does it? No, I suppose not. I'm fairly sure it was the calendar he was peering at. Oh wait, I just realized the calendar is bloody. Oh yeah, you can't see it, chat, because I'm blocking it, but there it is, the bloody calendar. What the heck happened to that calendar? Duh, look here. Holy flip. Oh yes, a bullet hole, and I can see the bullet is still lodged in the wall. Presumably Mr. Windybank wasn't practicing with his revolver in his spare time. Someone spilled ketchup? Explain the bullet then. How then? How did the bullet come to the ketchup? Did someone shoot the bottle in midair? Well, Mr. Sholmes likes to practice in his drawing room whenever he can. He's very patriotic like that. Sorry? It's all there in the Adventures of Sherlock Sholmes, you know. Isn't that right, Iris? Did I write something like that? Partly in jest, perhaps. In jest? Well, he doesn't do it often. It's quite a dangerous pastime. He doesn't do it often? He shouldn't even do it once. Forget that for now, Reno. Let's examine this bullet. Alright, let's examine bullet. What's that around the bullet hole? Is it blood? A sus red stain on the calendar. Oh, by the way, chat, to those who missed it, I want to show you something sus in a bit. This is where I come in. Oh, right. If the blood changes to be the same color as the sample from the storeroom, we'll know that it's Mr. Windybank's blood. Exactly, here we go then. Poof. And the blood turns green. It's Shrek's blood. It's literally Shrek's blood. Oh my goodness, Shrek was here. Shrek is love, Shrek is life. Shrek blooms like onions on a blunion field. It's completely different to the color that Mr. Windybank's blood turned in the analysis. It just goes to show, things don't always go according to plan, do they? Nevertheless, we must add this sample to the results of the other blood analysis. Oh wait, it's Gooigi. Gooigi's been shot. Some of his goo has ended up on the counter. I wonder if I can just like zoom in on this again. Oh wait, hold on a second. We need another view. Hold on, chat. I'm gonna show you something real sus in a bit. Will the camera change? Oh, here we go. Do those two look kinda sus to you? That's all I wanted to show. I found some sus stuff. They were sus. Oh yeah, by the way, dead body though. So while we're talking about sus stuff, I can't believe that Mr. Windybank had sus stuff in his storeroom. Who pawned them off? That's what I want to know. Who pawned them off? Alright, so now that we got that blood. Oh wait, hold on a second. I do want to check one more thing. The second photograph had blood on it. There we go. Mr. Naruhodo, I don't know if you've noticed, but there's something rather troubling here. I have noticed. The red smear, you mean? Yes, it looks like blood, doesn't it? I wonder if Susato-san had picked up on that. Well, in that case, yes, we need Iris. We should show this to her before we forget. There we go. There's a bloody mark on it. Bloody, bloody mark. Bloody, bloody, bloody mark. There we go. Oh, that looks like blood. Yes. I would say it's from a gloved finger. Almost certainly a glove made of leather. Well, don't worry, Runo. You can leave the rest to me. And shoot. The blood is purple. Look at that. Yes, that's a color we haven't seen before, isn't it? We must simply add it to the portfolio of blood samples. It could be an important clue. Oh yes, it's grape juice. Delicious. Although it would be nice to find out whose blood these different colors correspond to at some point. Well, this particular stain of blood. Oh, you've had an idea, haven't you? Do you know whose blood this is? I think I do. Because his finger was cut, right? Yes, I have an idea whose blood is it. Not from the color returned, but with a little deduction. That's right, I think it's clear. Iris, you know as well? You first, Runo. Who do you think it belongs to? Alright, I believe that this is the blood of... Oh, wait. I thought... Oh my... Wait, oh, wait a second. The finger... So the thing is, this must be the coat that Gina was given a long time ago, right? She had blood on her hands at that time, so it has to be thrice-fired Mason. Thrice-fired Mason. You don't sound very sure of yourself, the way you trailed off there. Well, it was 2 months ago now, that case. And of course, I never met the victim, so I'm struggling to remember his name. He was definitely thrice-fired, though. The victim of the omnibus case? Yes, his name was indeed Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason. But that would mean that this bloodstain was left on the ticket 2 months ago. Yes, I think it was. Gina brought this ticket here to Windy Banks yesterday. I'm suggesting that the bloodstain was already on it at that time. So it's a smear of blood from the time that Mr. Mason was killed 2 months ago. Something else is coming back to me now. Mr. McGilded was also wearing leather gloves that night. Now I ask you, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fella bleeding from his stomach? I wasn't about to start worrying about me gloves now, was I? I reached out to give the man a hand. Top of the morning to you, laddies. It certainly does look like a leather glove thumbprint, this mark. But we know that Mr. McGilded had no injuries at the time anywhere on his body, from which we can conclude that any blood on the glove belonged to the victim, Mr. Mason. Mr. Naruhodo, you sound just like Mr. Sholmes. Deduction. Minus the quirky slip-ups, I hope. Yes, I think you're right, Runo. Very well. Let's make a note of this. You see, I did it, chat. I did it, and I didn't get it wrong. I deserve a big ol' applause for that. Thank you. 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 All right, stop cheering. Shut up. Thank you. Can't believe they were cheering for that long. I said a bit of a cheering, chat. Come on. So let's see. Oh, wow. These are actually well detailed right here. I like them. So we got Windy Bank, Mason, and... Keep doing that, and my blood is going to be all over something, and they're gonna find my color real soon. And Windy Bank, Mason, and Pixels. That's actually pretty funny. It will make sense if the green is Sholmes, right? That does make sense. It could be Sholmes. It could be Mr. Sholmeses. So let's see. We got the blood. We got the blood off that. Any other blood that we might be missing, though? Let me go check around a bit. We gotta find more blood, chat. Where's the blood? I want the blood. Give me the blood. Green blood. It just seems wrong somehow. Oh, there were all sorts of different colors. There are pretty pinks and purples too, you know. Like I said, everyone's blood is different. I wonder what color my blood would turn out. Actually, I don't want to know. But yeah, chat, I did ask this earlier, but I don't think anyone has answered. If blood wasn't red, what color would you want it to be, though? What color would you want blood to be if it wasn't red? Oh wait, Joker, the thing is, if you can't redeem anything, it's because it's on a time limit. You gotta wait a couple of minutes before to redeem it again to avoid spamming. You'll just have to wait, and wait, and wait, and wait, and wait. Hey Rush, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Like, if blood turned... Like, imagine if you bled and it turned out white. Wouldn't you be freaked out by that, though? I'd be freaked out by that. So let's see. Normal feels normal today for some reason. Poor Ginny, we have to help her. Hurley's in good hands. Like in Dan Gang Room. Oh! Will you stop blowing me up? I'm really gonna raise the time limit if you keep doing that, though. You just like blowing me up, chat, don't ya? Is it still funny? Is it still funny when I get blown up? Do you find it funny that I blow up every time? Is it hilarious? Man, I'm laughing here. I am positively laughing. All our pixels keep blocking. Oh wait, there's a box here. So let's see, like Dangan Rune Pass. I mean, the thing is, Dangan Rune Pass, that might be happening in January. You just got here, Pixel? If I bled, I want the blood to turn out orange. I don't know why, but orange seems like a funny color. I don't want the blood to turn out brown though, because imagine bleeding brown. Wouldn't that look weird? Out of all the articles in the storeroom, this is the only thing that shows any sign of being ransacked. Duh. Let's see. But even if you could redeem it again, it doesn't let you. That's just your Twitch being dumb. Water blood? So you want clear blood. So you just want clear blood. Oh, if the blood is clear, then imagine not finding out about it. Oh. What is it, Iris? That's the box file that my manuscript was being kept in. Oh, the manuscript of the story she was making. Somebody stole it. Oh. Iris's unpublished story, The Hound of the Baskervilles. You had to actually think about the blood thing. Really, you're fine with what it is, but you were thinking clear would be interesting, but imagine if someone had to draw your blood. Keep doing that and you're gonna find blood everywhere if you keep blowing me up like that. That's a... Ah! Well, alright chat, since you're having fun with those, I'll see what else I can add, alright? So instead of just blowing me up and vaporizing me, maybe I'll see what else I can do for you to torture me with, if you all like to see me tortured. I'm pretty sure every time you do that, my room would be covered in blood right now. If I wasn't in a void, this place will look very disgusting right now. Full of blood, brown, orange, clear, yellow. Ew, I don't want yellow blood. Yellow blood is disgusting. That's just pee. That's just urine. Nobody wants urine in their blood. Surely that's not what all this is all about. Sorry, Iris, but if you ask me, he sold it without telling you. We must check inside the box at once. Yes. And there they are. What's in the box, chat? What's in the box? Duh. It was there. Iris' story was there. Really, it was? Well, that's good news, isn't it, Iris? Yes. I mean, of course I believe Hurley when he said he deposited here, but still. It's a relief to actually see it. Really? Because that's not a very well-hidden frown. I feel like Iris needs to go through a lot of therapy when this is over. She's 10 years old, chat. But we got her manuscript, The Hound of the Baskervilles. But the thing is, how did Susato read it and know the title of it? We're still trying to figure that out. Susato, you can't spell Susato-san without sus. Right? Oh no, not the dong! The dong is expanding! It's expanding! Duh! I nearly jumped out of my skin there. How could Mr. Windybank such a wicked trap? I doubt he set out to scare anyone. Ding dong! Is that really the time? I think perhaps we should pay Gina another visit soon. Oh? Her trial is tomorrow. We must establish whether or not you'll be defending her. I think we should ask her one more time. She may have changed her mind. Imagine she's like, you know what? I don't want you defending me. Game over. The game ends right there. That's how the first game ends. Don't you remember, Runo? You told her she could rip out the representation papers if she didn't want you to be her lawyer. Really? Did I say that? Yes, you did. Yes, you did, Baka. The deadline for submitting the paperwork is fast approaching. In that case, we had better hurry back to the prison and talk to Gina again. Where do we pick up from the second one? It starts off with Naruhodo in the bed crying because he's like, my friend I lost many people today. Because I didn't win the case, Mr. Sholmes died in between the two games. What happens after that? I am now the new Mr. Sholmes. I am Mr. Sholmes. Let's go see Ginny again. She's in the jail with her little grenade launcher. I can't believe they let her stay in jail with a freaking, you know, a gas grenade. Like, that's still bad. Ah, Gina, good. You're back. That's what I say to chat every time. Oh, chat, good. You're back. Woo, chat's back. But in my head, I'm like this. That's what's good. Well, I don't. Yes, I'm hungry for chat. Actually, I'm just getting hungry. Gonna get some dinner when the stream is over. The police must have finished questioning her then. Oh, how was it, Ginny? Was it awful? She says with a smile. Didn't bother me. Thank you for the papers you signed before. It meant we were able to investigate at Windy Banks. Oh, right. Don't you want to know how we got on? We've been ever so busy. What's the point in asking? Won't change what everyone's saying that I did it. That's not... Gina, we came to ask for your final decision. What decision? About tomorrow's trial. Will you let me defend you or not? I must submit the paperwork now if you'd like Miss Naruhodo to represent you. Right, I see. She's really lost her fight all of a sudden. But I know what that feels like. The worry is just so hard to bear. Aw, Gina. Now we got sad music, chat. I don't like the sad music. Oh, alright then. Blimey, give it a rest with the eyes, Iris. Oh, I get it. Her name is Iris because of the iris in her eyes. So come on in, fill us in. Who done it? Unfortunately, we don't know that yet. You don't say. We don't know yet, Gina. But Mr. Naruhodo and all of us know that you are innocent of this crime. And while we haven't yet managed to work out who the real culprit is, there are a number of interesting facts that we have managed to establish. Oh yeah? Like what? Well, for example, the reason for you being there in the first place. I think I know now why you broke into Windy Banks that night. It looks like I'm going to have to take some evidence that clearly reveals the reason and thrust it in Gina's face. Or I could present to her calmly, I suppose. So it's like this. It's literally like this, chat. POV, you are the papers. You are the papers. This is what you do with the papers. Stop, I gotta fix that. Everything's broken. Everything's broken now. Can I fix it? Can I fix it? There we go. I think I fixed it. But yeah, that was the POV. You are the papers. In Gina's face. Those were the papers. Representation in court. We already have the representation papers and other documents we need. All we have to do is hand them to the crown clerk. That is, if you'll allow me to represent you in court tomorrow. Nah, don't bother. Ginny, rip them up and chuck them, would ya? Them dumb representation papers or whatever they're called. This cell ain't fancy enough to have a bin. So what will you do in court tomorrow? I'll be fine on my own. I don't think you will be. Look, it don't matter. What's gonna happen is gonna happen. This is one stubborn pickpocket. So I guess we gotta show her the thing she really came in for, the manuscript. She got the box open, but she didn't get it out. We found this in Mr. Windybank's storeroom, the manuscript of Iris's latest story. Oh, right. Well, that's good then. Curiously, the storeroom at Windybank showed no sign of being ransacked for items of value or the like. With one exception, the box file that housed this manuscript. It was you, wasn't it, Gina, who broke open the box containing this manuscript last night? Just wanted to see what was there because she really cares about Iris, which means that she grew emotions and her heart grew 3 sizes that night. Duh. You were determined to find out whether or not the Hound of the Baskervilles was really there. That's the real reason you broke into the storeroom last night, isn't it? You like Iris, don't you, Gina? Why don't you tell us what happened? Please. Iris's manuscripto. Soon is just another word for facade. You like Iris, don't you, chat? Alright, yeah, this Baskerville story is the latest Stroms adventure, right? But it ain't been printed yet. So I figured, it's gotta be worth a fair few pieces of silver, right? Oh yes, at least 5,000 pounds. Whoa, that's... Hold on, I gotta find out how much that is today. So we're gonna search out 5,000 pounds, $2. Alright, chat, are you ready for this? 5,000 pounds in today's time is $6,600. That is $6,600. $6,600. What? So you intended to sell Iris's manuscript, did you? Many monies indeed. No, Jenny, how could you? What? Wait, no, hang on. Of course I weren't gonna sell it. All I wanted to do was find out if the manuscript, or whatever you call it, really was there or not. That's the only reason I was in the place. By the way, speaking of money, if you have I'm kidding. But of course, chat, if you ever want to check it out, I did update my merch store recently. If you want to check it out, feel free to check it out. If you think there's any, like, things I should add, do let me know. But there's also some funny stuff in there if you want to check it out. For Iris's sake, isn't that right? We knew why you done it from the start, Gina. Of course we did. But I knew you wouldn't do anything mean like that, Ginny. I just knew it. Well, when I saw the manuscript in the storeroom, it reminded me of what you said the night before. She said, "What, mate? I teach you a lesson, mate. Grown-ups do a lot worse than that, believe me. Barefaced lies, a lot of them." But wait, I'm a grown-up. Am I a liar now? You just ain't realized it yet. Wait, hold on. I'm off center. There we go. I was a bit off center. I'm telling you, that manuscript ain't at Wendy Banks. You'll soon see if you had a look. Liar Pixel? Why would I be a liar? Do I look like I wanna be like hated by the chat for lying so much? I needed some water. Oh yeah, Savy, you're a grown-up too, which means you're a liar too. What's new, Scooby-Doo? You're a liar too. We're gonna find the truth from you. I have wondered if Hurley's telling me the truth sometimes. I mean that I sometimes wonder if he might have hidden my manuscript somewhere. Somewhere I don't know. Even though it's wrong of me to doubt him. You're in the lying business? I'm in the dying business. Oh, Ginny, that was so sweet of you. Alright. Enough of the sweet sappy stuff. I'll tell you why I did it. Just stop looking at me like that, Iris. She's gonna tell us everything. It weren't because of Iris. That's not why I did it. I just wanted to know the truth, that's all. You wanted to know if Mr. Sholmes was being honest, if he really deposited the manuscript at Windy Banks? It's like I told you the night before. I never had a father. But Iris' a lot ain't like mine. She got her dad, only she can't see him. 'Cause he's dead. And I reckon that's gotta be harder. You haven't given your money to the screamer? Did I say streamer. I am not a sloth screamer. I don't scream at sloths. But Arthur, it'll be alright. You can still give your money when I'm dead. For my funeral. Duh. That's why she writes her stories. They're about her dad, really. That's what it sounded like to me anyway. Last night when I was listening to what you were saying. Stories about Daddy? You mean they're not the adventures of a great detective? So much as the adventures of a great detective and his trusty partner? Gina and Iris bonding over their dead parent. Why is this so depressing? That is such a depressing line. Dead parent, friendship. Well, that's how I see it, yeah. You're so thoughtful and so kind, Ginny. Yes, and we never thought any differently, did we? Look, give it a rest, will ya? I ate all this chummy nonsense. Do you eat? I ate it. She ate it. She ate the friendly stuff. But yeah, if we're speaking about LED lights, chat, so there's one thing I want to do. So when I do get to move in the future and have like a dedicated room for like streaming, but I want to have like, I want to have those lights that change color. So like I can have a channel point reward. So it's like, if you give me this amount of points, the room will randomly change color. So it could be red, then blue, then pink, then yellow. Wouldn't that be a fun channel point reward? Just change the color whenever you want. I don't trust no one, right? That's how I work, because if you don't trust no one can let you down. Either that, or if somebody like donates or subs, I can have it set up. Would it be automatic though? Yes, there are lights that can do that. There are lights that can actually change them. Like when somebody subscribes or donates, the lights also change. People have done it. I've seen it happen. It's crazy. Alright, I don't trust no one, right? That's how I work, because if you don't trust no one can let you down. So leave me alone. Go on, Scappa. Subscribe, starts flashing. I think if somebody donates like a high amount, the lights just start going crazy. Donate $5,000 and the lights will actually just spark and start a fire. That's how crazy it is. I hadn't noticed until now, but it's unmistakable. Right there on both sleeves of that overcoat. Oh wait. They're kind of messy. Are some very sus red stains. You can't spell suspicious without sus. Why are you looking at me like that? I think it might be worth presenting some of our other findings in that area to Gina now. Let's see. We found blood. Bloody blood. Do you see this pawnbroker's ticket, Gina? It's the one you took to Windy Banks, isn't it? The one for that black overcoat that you're wearing now. What's that? I don't know. They all look the same to me, those tickets. Surely not. Well, this one has a very obvious mark on it that appears to be blood. Does that ring any bells? I don't know, it all looks the same to me, blood. And they all sound the same to me, these answers. Sus. Blood samples. Those stains on the sleeves of your new coat, Gina. They're blood, aren't they? Not that I know whose blood yet. What? But blood, Mr. Naruhodo? You don't appear to have any obvious wounds yourself, though. So could it be blood that splattered from Mr. Windybank when he was shot last night? Let's not beat around the bush here. This trusty friend of mine will get results much faster than anything else. Oh wait, this was an actual gun. Gina's dead. Sorry. Take it easy, Iris. Oh no. Don't move, Ginny. I'm going to shoot. Bang! Gas. Whoa, that is a messy coat. Oh. Oh my. What the? Forget the sleeves. The whole coat is covered in blood. Of course. The black color of the fabric was masking the stains. That's why we haven't seen them until now. That is a mess. And the blood has reacted with the chemical to turn a purple color, which matches one of the samples we've already collected perfectly. Yes, now let's see. Who had the purple blood? Yes, it was the brickmaker, Mr. Mason, the victim of the murder case 2 months ago. Oh, when Jacksepticeye killed Mr. Mason. I knew it. What are you all on about? The victim? What do you mean? So that's why he wanted to put the coat in Mr. Windybanks, because there was blood on the coat 2 months ago. It's a rather uncomfortable situation, Mr. Naruhodo, but I think this makes things quite clear. It means the omnibus case is finally solved. The truth about who really murdered the brickmaker, Mr. Mason, is revealed. Oi, would someone explain what's going on? Stop telling half a story. Hi, Susato. What's going on? We can see now that the victim's blood is all over Mr. McGilded's overcoat. But in the trial 2 months ago, the defendant said this in his testimony. Aye. Now I ask you, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fella bleeding from his stomach? I wasn't about to start worrying about me gloves now, was I? I reached out to give the man a hand. But if you look at this overcoat now, it's clear. These stains couldn't have arisen from McGilded trying to pull the victim to his feet. No, if that was what had really happened, the blood wouldn't have splashed all over the front of the coat. The only explanation for this pattern of blood is that it splattered over McGilded's coat when he stabbed the victim in the stomach. Stomach bleed, stomach blood. I've tried to run from the truth for long enough, but there's no escaping it now. The true culprit in that case, Mr. Mason's killer, was Magnus McGilded, and he died from it. He did die in the carriage, so... Yay! Win-win situation! Mr. Naruhodo. That horrible case is solved at last. And I will always love me. I helped the man walk free from that trial. I used all that twisted testimony and all that sham evidence to prove his innocence. How could I have let that happen? Bruno, did you believe him though? Did you believe Mr. McGilded was innocent? I believed. Or rather, I think I was trying to believe. I wanted to. Because believing in those you represent in court is a defense lawyer's greatest weapon. A weapon? A lawyer's weapon, my fist. Before we came to Great Britain, a great friend of mine taught me a valuable lesson. You mean Kazuma-sama? Remember him, chat? Listen, Ryunosuke. We lawyers are only human. We can't know for sure what is the truth and what is a lie, which is why we must restore to our primary weapon. An unwavering belief in our clients. That's all we really have. Unwavering belief? Only when we truly believe what our clients tell us can we fight with everything we have for their cause. In any battle, there can be no victory without faith. How can you forget its red headband and the way it just wavers in the wind? Is it really windy in this courtroom? So I believe you unwaveringly. By the way, chat, did you see that there's new Nendoroids of Phoenix Wright and Edgeworth out right now, and they look freaking adorable? Here, let me show them to you real quick. They just came out recently. Phoenix Wright and Edgeworth net relationship. What the heck, Google? Why did Google give me that? Here, let me show you real quick. I'm gonna show you all really quickly. Which window is it? No, not that. I don't want that. I want the window capture. There you go. Look at these Nendoroids. It even comes with a Psycho Lock. It comes with the Magatama and it comes with a free Psycho Lock. You even get a Psycho Lock. I love it. It's so cool. Google's like, so you're okay. Hold on, chat. I'm gonna search up on Google real quick. Let's do it. Let's do a quick I'm gonna do it real quickly and see what happens. Oh no. So look, I typed in R and it immediately comes up with "Are Phoenix and Edgeworth together?" Why is that the first one? I did not write that in. What the heck? Are Phoenix and Edgeworth canon? Are Phoenix and Miles Edgeworth relationship? Dating. Are Phoenix Wright and Miles Edgeworth gay? Is Phoenix Wright bi? Married? Gay? Good. What the heck? And Edgeworth dating. Does Miles Edgeworth have a girlfriend? What is going on? Wait, does Miles Edgeworth have a dog? Does Miles Edgeworth die? Excuse me? Did he die? I don't think he died. Does he die? Did he kill? Is he left-handed? Is he evil? What are these selections here? These are some weird selections. Is he evil, chat? Is Miles Edgeworth evil? I need to know right now. Is he British? Yes. Is he British? You want a Phoenix Wright game, but Google Translate it? Oh no, that's horrible. You're gonna be making nothing but wrong choices. Wait, what's funny, Gina? Of course, sounds like in this Empire Japan you came from, everyone must be soft. Well, come on, look at the mess it's got you into, believing in that bog trotter. Yes, I inadvertently helped the murderer walk free. Well, at least you've learned your lesson now, eh? Believing in people's never worth it. Someone always stabs you in the back in the end. Like a Soon as you let your guard down, you've had it. Take a leaf out of my book. Believe no one. Get hurt by no one. Good thing with Great Ace Attorney is that you have a do everything for me button, so you wouldn't need to worry about that. Oh, goodness. Gina, may I ask you something? But chat, and the thing is, the one thing I'm worried about a Phoenix Wright Google Translated thing is, imagine how much text you have to translate, and also the possibilities of how much profanity comes up. Because I'm pretty sure you're going to see a lot more of that than Book of Mario for sure. What? I just like to make absolutely sure. What would you like us to do with these representation papers for tomorrow's trial? How many times do I have to say it? Rip them up and chuck them away. Are you really sure that's what you want? That's basically Google translating a visual novel. Hold on, I want to see if that actually happens. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Google Translate. Well, it just gave me Phoenix Wright in Spanish. Abogado de Phoenix Wright Ace. Well, actually, the first turnabout, but it's Google Translate it. It's a work in progress. Oh, it's made in the website. It's made in the website, chat. You know the website that it makes you and that you make your own court cases on, like on a website. Somebody actually made it. Ace Attorney Google Translate. It's not the game, but it's like the script has been Google Translated and put on the website where you actually make your own cases. I think it's aceattorney.law. I think. Objection law, something like that. Yeah, that's very familiar. Ace Attorney Online. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, most likely. I bet that's what he wants to know now, Mr. I'm a believer lawyer over there. Don't forget it was me in that trial 2 months ago. I led everyone up the garden path, didn't I? And you're telling me you can believe in me after that? Not likely. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, a lawyer's primary weapon is an unwavering belief in his client. Ultimately, it comes down to whether or not I feel I can trust Gina after everything that's happened. So what do I do, chat? Do I trust her or do I not trust her? Will this end the game early if I don't trust her? I'm like, well, I don't trust you. Bye. The miracle never happened. Do 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 do. But you know, it's Gina. I gotta trust her. I trust her. Gina, let me say it again. Please allow me to represent you in tomorrow's trial. Are you half-baked? No, I think I'm fully baked. Not at all. You've not once admitted to committing the crime, have you? What's more, I believe that you're telling me the truth. Seriously, Mr. Naruado. Didn't you hear of all what I said before? I'm a born liar. Fibs just tripped me off me tongue, and I'm a diver, don't forget. I pulled the wool over your eyes 2 months ago and got you in all sorts of trouble. Why would you ever trust me now? I just don't get it. I don't get it either, but you're my friend now. We're friends. Gina. I do understand why you choose not to put your trust in others. But I assure you, there is more to this life than you yet realize. What you mean? The world we live in sucks. Is full of people you would do very well to trust. People who won't ever let you down. And run around and desert you. It's true that I'm just a student of law, and I'm certainly lacking in courtroom experience, but I can promise you this. Whatever happens, and until my very last breath, I am completely on your side. What do you expect me to say to that? Aww. Then it's decided. I will take these papers now and carry out the necessary preparations for tomorrow's trial. It would be a shame to throw them away now after it's been penned with your name so beautifully. Do what you like. You Eastern lot are... I don't know what you are. I don't get ya. Aww. So it looks like we're representing her tomorrow. Gina's taking herself off to the back of her cell. She never admitted, but I hope she's feeling relieved. That turned out alright in the end, I think. I'm in deep thought right now. Oh, whoever's... Wait, what? No to be continued. Whoever's hiding there, show yourself at once. Eavesdropping is the height of cowardice? Miss Usato? Somebody's there in the shadows. I can sense it. Somebody who wasn't there before. What? What the heck? Is she like sensing somebody's like chakra or something? Blimey, you're sharp, eh? Hey, Gregsy! I suppose you were using one of those mystic Japanese arts like the art of stealth I've heard so much about. If anyone was being stealthy, it was you, Inspector. Gregsy! Oh dear me, I am most terribly sorry, your ladyship. I didn't mean to startle you. How long have you been listening in on our conversation? Good grief, listening in? No. I just got word that there were some visitors who were refusing to leave even though it was after hours. I assure you, your ladyship, I only just arrived. This very minute, not a moment earlier. That's all it is. Nothing untoward. Nothing at all. After hours? Is it that late already? So then I'll humbly excuse myself now, your ladyship. Ta-ta, toodaloo, cheerio. All my best, bye, and bye. That's a lot of farewells, and not one of them appropriate for her ladyship. Oh, but I wanted to have a chat. I'm terribly sorry, but time is pressing at the minute. Oh, I see. That's a shame. If I don't get this emergency at the Supreme Court dealt with sharpish, Lord Strongheart well, emergency? Lord Strongheart? Nothing, forget I said anything. Anyway, I'm off. Alright, Gregsy, if you have to, but let's chat soon. Delighted, charmed, can't wait. If you please, my pleasure. That's a lot of pleasantries, and not one of them sounded sincere. I love how he pulled out a teacup just for that. Grexy's so funny. He says such silly things. It's certainly entertaining to see an inspector of the police fawning to a 10-year-old girl. Now, out of context, that is really weird. But anyway, I wonder what this emergency is at the Supreme Court. We just go over there and Herlock Sholmes has a gun to like the judge's head. I must attend the court clerk's office now before it closes. Yes, of course. Thank you, Mr. Sato. Kindly escort Iris home now, Mr. Naruhodo. I shall meet you there later. Boy, Joker, have a good luck with the exam. And so, ah! And so our investigation came to an end. Susato-san went to file the necessary papers for my defense of Gina the following day. And then it hit me. I could no longer suppress the wretched feeling that had been gnawing away at my insides. Tomorrow, Susato-san would be leaving Britain and making her way back to Japan. Bye, Joker. We're back home. In my legal consultancy. Naruhodo-san, it's been a very trying day, hasn't it? I do hope you're not too exhausted. What about you, Susato-san? Today has been even more trying for you, I'm sure. Mr. Sholmes was shot before our eyes, Gina was arrested, all on the back of the news that her father has fallen ill and that she must return to Japan at once. I hope your father recovers soon. Thank you for your kind words. I wonder why it is that so many thoughts rage in my head like a storm, and yet I seem unable to find the words to express any of them. I know exactly what you mean. Anyway, I have one final task to complete as your judicial assistant. Once that is done, I shall make preparations for my departure tomorrow. One final task? I must bring out the gun. It's just 2 months since we arrived in London, but we managed to establish this office. It was finally feeling as though we were settling in. I would be lying if I said I felt no regret. I'm so sorry, Susato-san. It's just so sudden. I really don't know what to think. I've had no time to gather my thoughts. I know we've only been here a short time, but in my limited experience of the courtroom, I feel I've learned something. And what would that be? It seems to me there are many facets to people's personalities. Faucets? And like a jewel, the light plays off them in complex patterns, illuminating their actions and their motives. But we see only a small number of the total faucets. Or facets. Facets? And what is illuminated is only a part of the whole story. Yeah, there's no you in there, it's facets. What lies in the shadows? What do those facets we cannot see look like? Perhaps there are some parts we'll never lay eyes on, as long as we live. That's so true. Sometimes I feel as though I'm blind to so much. But I keep hoping that one day it will all become clear later. A little face/side. I do not have a small face. That all the facets will be illuminated, and I'll finally understand how everything fits together. Naruhodo-san, I suppose what matters is that we keep our eyes open and keep moving forward, even if the way sometimes seems dark. It's amazing to think it's just been 2 months. You've grown so much. Sorry? I've what? Oh no, it was nothing. Unimportant. She showed a bit more emotion there, huh? Do you know what time you'll be leaving London in the morning? Yes, I picked up my ticket earlier. I shall be leaving here at 4 a.m. Dang, that's early. I see, well, I'll escort you to the station. Absolutely not. Sorry? I'm sure you realize why I couldn't possibly let you do that. You have a very important day ahead of you tomorrow. Gina's trial. Yes, I know, but every word you utter will have the potential to determine Gina's fate. She's right. You must get as much rest as possible. Even though, like me, I'm sure you will find it hard to sleep. But please, for me, do try. Aww. Why does Susato have to leave? I love Sus. She's sus. You mentioned one final task a moment ago. What did you mean? Oh my, I nearly forgot. Please, I want you to have this. What is that? Some huge bundle of documents? It's my notes from the case 2 months ago. The murder that was committed on the omnibus. The McGilded case. It seems to me that this case of Mr. Windybank's murder, of which Gina is accused, is very much tied up with that omnibus case in ways that are not yet completely apparent. So I took the liberty of consolidating my writings about the case for you. With everything else she's had to think about, Susato-san still managed to do this, and all neatly laid out for me in her beautiful handwriting. It was my pleasure. I can only hope that it will bolster your case tomorrow for Gina. Thank you so much, Susato-san. I will do my best to use it wisely. You really are the best judicial assistant in the world. Well, that's extremely flattering. But I'm sorry to say that I've been a complete failure. Oh, no. Don't say it about yourself. Sorry? I didn't quite catch what you said there. Oh, ignore me. I was just mumbling to myself. I cannot ignore that. Why would she say that about herself? What the flip? I don't like that. Well, hold on. Let me go check those notes real quick. So we got the omnibus murder from 2 months ago. Victim found deceased on the last scheduled omnibus of the day after a stab wound to the abdomen. It was Mason Milverton. We got his last name. Brickmaker at the East End of London. The defendant was Magnus McGill, and he died afterwards. Conviction was assured with 3 eyewitness testimonies. However, a surprise 4th witness's testimony resulted in acquittal due to insufficient evidence. Pretty consolidated right there. In that giant book. That giant book only tells us that much. I like it. Well, it's getting rather late. I think you should go to bed now, Naruhodo-san. I must finish packing up my things in my room. Susato-san, I wish you the very best of luck tomorrow. Good night. Oh. I did not see that animal. Oh, wait. I didn't see that animation. What was that? A secret technique of mine. The Susato shutdown. Shutdown? Can I turn around, please? Upside, blood rushing the head, dying. Please, I implore you. If we have to voice our goodbyes, I won't be able to hold back my tears. Hey fandom, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh, Susato-san, no. She's gonna make me cry, and am I about to black out? Susato-san. Oh, unconscious. Blood rushing the head, unconscious, I'm dead. It truly had been a trying day. On our feet for hours, getting Gina to open up to us, and learning the truth about that nemesis of a case. Physically and mentally, I was exhausted, and yet the idea of sleep seemed impossible. But I forced myself to close my eyes, and as a cacophony of scenes of our lives here in London played through my mind, eventually, my fatigue triumphed, and I fell into a deep sleep. Missed the case, because there's no alarm clock, so I failed. Did I fall asleep during my monologue? I fell asleep during my monologue. I just thought all of that up right there. Yep, I fell asleep. Yay, sleepy boy. Oh. The small hours at the Wait, what? The hospital? Yes, I quite understand. That is a great weight off my mind. Who's talking? Oh! Well, look who's fine. Look who's perfectly fine. Rest assured, I shall put everything in place exactly as we have discussed. Thank you so much. It has been an honor and a pleasure to be acquainted with you, Mr. Sholmes. On the contrary, the pleasure has been mine. The thing is, he's talking to you right now, the viewer. He's talking to you. He's thanking you, not me. He would never look at me that way. I bid you farewell, and Godspeed. Oh, my dear madam. Wait, what's going on? Hold up. What is going on with this case? This is getting crazy. It is a final case, but it's like I thought she was leaving. But somehow She left to see Herlock, and I don't know what's going on. This case is getting crazy. So yeah, chat, that I'm just joking. We'll continue with the alright. We are gonna continue with the stream. I'm just gonna go use the restroom for a bit because it's been 2 hours. I will be right back in about 2 to 3 minutes. Enjoy music, enjoy chatting amongst thyselves, and I'll be right back, alright? How do I do this? Oh, there we go. I'll be right back. Thank you for your patience, everybody. We are now back with more Grade A's Attorney. How's everybody doing? Is everybody holding up all right? Oh, I hit my mic by mistake. But who's ready to continue on with this case? Who's ready to get this done with? Well, I know we're not going to finish this tonight, that's for sure, but hope everybody's doing okay. All right, let me just save one more time. And let's go. You're confuzzled? When I awoke the following morning, Susato-san was already gone. Outside the window, the rain came down in sheets. And so began an even longer day than the last, one that I would remember for the rest of my days. I didn't mean to open that. So Susato-san left because she had to go back to Japan and whatnot. But for some reason, while Herlock was in the hospital, she met up with him for some reason. I don't deserve that. Good morning, Gina. Oh, what's good about it? I'm awake. I'm determined to prove your innocence today. I'm sure we can do it. So where's your friend then? Sorry? You know, her in the fancy dress. Susarto. Susarto. You can't spell Susarto without sus, am I right? Or however you say it, I don't know. Miss Susato had to leave early this morning. She was already gone by the time I woke up. You alright with that, are ya? Forget about me if you like, go and see her off. It's fine. It's not as though Miss Susato and I won't meet again one day. Even so. But you, Gina, you only get one chance. This trial today is all we have. Good morning, you two. Hey, oh, Wagahai. It's Wagahai. How you feeling, Ginny? Did you manage to sleep? It's Wagahai. Iris, what are you doing here? What do you mean? When a friend is in need, we show our support. Isn't that right, Waggy? Oh. Waggy. Great way to show your support, kitty. Let him have a nose around. What harm can it do? Oh, that reminds me. I bought a paper on the way here. Now, would you like the good news or the bad news? What do you say, Runo, Ginny? Oh, well, I think I'd rather get the bad news out of the way first. Now, always take the good news first. You might not live to hear the bad. Wagahai, the defense lawyer? I wish to cross-examine the cat. That's good, Wagahai, good. You don't say. So that's who the killer is, a mouse. Yes, that question always gives away people's personalities. Let's not go there. Alright then, I'll give you the bad news first. A record amount of rain has fallen this morning and carriages all over the capital are struggling to move. Huh? The bad news was a weather report? So I hope that Susie made her train to Dover and that the train isn't delayed on its way to the port. Gosh, yes. Alright then, so what's the good news? Well, the rain is forecast to subside this afternoon. So even if the train is delayed, it should be able to make up the time later. Well, that is good news, isn't it? Well, what about the one that says pawnbroker perishes in pick purse plunder? I want to know more about that, not about the dang rain. I couldn't give a monkey's, really. A monkey's what? A monkey's paw? If only all good news canceled out the bad. And look, the trials made the headlines too. Pawnbroker perishes in pick purse plunder, see? How'd you like that? Well, let them say what they want. See if I care. I can't because you're covering your face. Don't worry, Runa will soon show everyone that this headline is nonsense. I will. And then in tomorrow's papers, the headlines will be... Discharged diver is dauntless do-gooder. Isn't that right, Runo? Oh, yes, let's hope so. Of course they will. I have absolute faith in you. How was that? I was trying to sound like Susie. Did it work? Did it? It's like she was still here. Cool. We got a paper purchased by a 10-year-old kid. Let's freaking go. Good luck then, Runo. I'll do what I can. Obviously, I don't know the law like Susie does, but still. Is she gonna be my assist? Oh no, she's got the rocket launcher. I'll be by your side the whole time, giving you moral support and encouragement. I'm not sure that big thing is as comforting as you think it is, to be honest, but thank you, Iris. That's very kind of you. Oh yeah, Iris. Yes, Jenny? Well, I was wondering is all about Sholmes. Did they fix him up all right? Remember when you had to pay for a newspaper and not just have it dropped off at your house every day? By a random snot-nosed kid? Who never cleans their nose? And they use the newspapers as tissue paper? Yes, the operation was a great success. But Hurley still hasn't come around yet. Then what happened last night when he was talking? Huh? I've asked a friend of mine at Scotland Yard to send a telegram as soon as he wakes up. I'm sure Gregson will let us know the moment there's news. Oh, right. No Susato-san and no Mr. Sholmes. It's all down to me today to prove that Gina is innocent of this crime. Miss Gina Lestrade, counsel for the defense, the trial is about to begin. Please make your way to the courtroom. It's time then. Yes, let's go, Gina. Iris. Lead the way, Runo. I just bump into the door because I forgot to open it. Poor Gina. She's trying to put on a brave face, but I can tell she's worried and scared. I have to believe in her from start to finish. That's the weapon that will secure our victory here. Right? If I learned anything from my great friend, it's that. It's that what? What happened? I want to know the rest of the sentence. Is that what? What? Well, it's time. It's time for the Old Bailey courtroom. Let's go. Oh, I see some familiar faces. In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. This trial shall determine the guilt or innocence of Miss Gina Lestrade. CB, I know what he's talking about. I was joking. I now call upon the counsels for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed. It's him! The prosecution is ready. The defense is ready. Lord Van Zeeks, my lord. Remind me, how many years ago was it that you withdrew from the public prosecution service? It was some 5 years ago, my lord. Yes, and then 2 months ago you resurfaced somewhat unexpectedly, and here you are again today. Are there some circumstances of which the court should be aware that have led to this erratic behavior? In what one might describe as your former life 5 years past, you dealt exclusively in matters concerned with the highest echelons of society and government. Really? Yet today you choose to try a simple case of burglary and murder. I confess I find it more than a little befuddling, counsel. There are 2 types of person I cannot abide. Firstly, those wealthy scoundrels who hide behind a mask of philanthropy to cheat the public at large. He means Mr. McGilded, who he defended against the Reaper 2 months ago. Yes, I just about managed to work that out, thank you. Magnus McGilded, if I'd known what a monster he was, I never would have defended him. And secondly, even more loathsome, those wily scoundrels who masquerade as allies only to effect total betrayal in the final hour. In other words, the confidence tricksters from those tiny islands in the Far East, the Nipponese. Jeez. He's getting a bit racy, isn't he? Did he just really say that? He means you now, Runo. I actually managed to work that out too. Thank you, Iris. Total betrayal? What are you talking about? That torrid look of hatred in Lord Van Zeek's eyes. Was that directed solely at me? Or was he talking about all Japanese people? Wow. An alarmingly scathing explanation, Lord Van Zeek. Yeah? Still, the judiciary welcomes the return of the so-called Reaper of the Bailey, feared by all of London's malefactors. Your lordship is too kind. Now, jurors, the 6 of you have been selected at random to represent the will of the people in this trial. Wait. Hold on a second. So, I remember... It's the moon guy. The maid. The... Mr. First... No, that's not Mr. First. That must be a new person. The old man is a doctor? She's back. The typewriter. Wait. She's doing Morse code now? And then... This guy with a mouse. He's got a pet mouse. Are you ready to hear the evidence placed before you and determine the guilt or innocence of the defendant? It's the moon guy. Vilen Vorshevik. Oh my goodness, it is Vilen Vorshevik. Former lieutenant in the British Army here. Don't you know, chaps like me were born ready. Clean crockery, clean cutlery, and a clean conscience. His lordship's motto is very appropriate here, I think. Oh. Everything will be stereoscopic in the future. Absolutely, absolutely everything, and I'm ready for it. I don't understand it. I can't have left it in there. It's not possible, but could I have? Wait, left what? Was he talking about a surgery he was doing? Women indispensable to society, stop. Female-centric future awaits, stop. The mouse! Good day, I am visiting London for sightseeing. I would like to take bus to Crystal Tower, please. Is he using... He's using a translator book. How'd he end up there then, if he's asking for directions? Is something wrong, Bruno? Oh, not exactly. It's just... I'm fairly sure I recognize these jurors. Almost all of them, in fact. Really? Funny coincidences like that do happen from time to time, don't they? But it is quite strange. The jurors are chosen at random from London's 6 million inhabitants, you know? Either they're lucky or there's something weird going on behind the scenes. So I've been led to believe, but something tells me I'm being duped. Very well, now Lord Van Zieks. The court calls upon the prosecution to introduce the facts of the case. As you wish, my lord. Allow me to begin with a word of warning to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury. In short, there has never been a more self-evident case of cold-blooded murder. They just pull them off the streets like, you there, jury time. But I've been in... Nope, you've been randomly selected, yay. It's basically this. What? Hey, congratulations! You've been randomly selected to be in court.
Bye-bye.
The victim, Mr. Pop Windybank, proprietor of a pawn shop on Baker Street, was shot from behind and died instantly. The prosecution presents this photographic print of the crime scene. Oh boy, clear HD. As the court will observe, there is a single bullet wound just below the gentleman's left shoulder. The evidence suggests that the bullet pierced the man's heart, resulting in near-instant death. Moving on to the findings of Scotland Yard's coroner, his report states that the bullet entered the body on a rising diagonal trajectory. And what's that supposed to tell us? It means the victim was likely shot by someone significantly shorter in height than himself. Someone like the accused, you might say. Oh! The prosecution wishes to present the autopsy report and crime scene photograph as evidence, my lord. Indeed, the court accepts. Hand them to the bailiff, please. Alright, now we got the autopsy report. And the crime scene photograph. Oh, floor print too. Hold on, I just want to check one thing real quick. Autopsy report. Ah, I'm the reporting party. Look, chat, it's me. Yay, because I saw what happened. Single bullet wound in upper half of victim's back. No other visible signs of trauma. Okay, gotcha. And there's the photograph. You see that whole chat? Let me zoom in further. If I zoom in further than the magnifying glass, you will actually see that it is the back of a Yu-Gi-Oh card. As it... Hold on, I got a card to show us. Like, look. They look very similar, don't they? If I turn it this way, look. It's literally a Yu-Gi-Oh card. The back of it. Mr. Windybank is actually a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Oh, goodness. Blood. I now ask the court to turn its attention to the plan of the establishment where the incident occurred. The proprietor was found in the storeroom where he kept articles pawned to him. A windowless room with a single point of entry, a door to the main shop that was found locked. I now summon Pop Windybank's corpse. He's already dead. Imagine the murder weapon was a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I mean, if you've seen the anime, those cards are freaking sharp and indestructible. Remember the Exodia cards that Weevil Underwood threw them over in the second episode of Yu-Gi-Oh? Those things were on top of the water for like minutes. They're cards. They're supposed to freaking like evaporate. But those cards were indestructible in the water. In this sealed chamber, there were only 2 persons present. The victim, Mr. Windybank, and the accused. It may further interest the court to know that when the accused was discovered at the scene, she had in her hand the gun used to fire the fatal bullet. Well, that's that then, isn't it? Nothing more to say. Isn't that grubby little girl a pickpocket anyway? She's one of those filthy drafts that live in the slums in the East End. Oh well, it was only a matter of time before she got blood on her hands then. What are the jurors waiting for? The girl's guilty as hell. We can't jump to conclusions here. We mustn't assume her guilt because of what she has to do to survive. Oh, the chalice. There it is, chat. The chalice. The chatless. He's got the chatless. My learned Nipponese friend, it is you who mustn't jump to conclusions. The prosecution has barely begun presenting its case. Conveniently, this appalling act of murder did not go unobserved. There were witnesses. Good gracious. After their testimony, this girl's true nature will be exposed. Pitiful pickpurse or cold-hearted killer. Here's to establishing the truth. The court will take the floor plan and firearm into evidence. Hand them to the bailiff, please, Lord Von Zeeks. At once, my lord. You know what would be great, chat? If they made an anime of the Great Ace Attorney like they did for the original Ace Attorney. Well, this is the original Ace Attorney, but you know what I mean. Imagine an anime of this. But I think it would be pretty, little racist because of Van Zeeks over here. This isn't good. I know, he just gave us a free gun. All right, chat. Let's look inside the bullet hole and hopefully I don't get shot. This is Mr. Windybank's gun. The cylinder is completely empty. Mr. Windybank always used to keep this gun on hand to his shop counter, on a shop counter. Yes, but only ever with a single bullet loaded, I understand. That's right, to keep all the pawned articles that were in his safe care. But his one bullet was fired that night and the poor man lost his life. Was he protecting his shop, I wonder? Trying to keep the articles safe? Let's see what else we can find. So that's the cylinder. There's nothing else out of the ordinary with this gun, I suppose. Everything seems the same, except for that. And the floor plan. Oh no, chat, I found something worse. They chopped off his hands. Look, do you see hands on that body anywhere? You don't. They chopped off his hands. I feel like the mood in here has turned very gloomy all of a sudden, Runo. I think that's because it has. He's being extra. Let us begin. Bring forth the witnesses to the foul murder of Mr. Pop Windybank on 16th April of this year. Who are the witnesses? Wait a minute. Who the flip are those two and those two? I saw those silhouettes. It's those two. The witnesses are the ones who did it. They did it. Those... How... They can't even look more sus if they tried. Name's Nash Skulkin. Nash Skulkin? Occupation is, baddie. Professional baddie? Name's Ringo Skulkin. Nash and Ringo? Wait. Wait, aren't those the name of the... some of the... Aren't they named off a band? Occupation's, same as him. Professional baddie. Tobias Gregson, Scotland Yard Inspector. That's right, we what they call... the three Skulkin brothers. The three? I love these guys so much. What are you looking at me like that for? Don't lump me in with you lot. God blimey, that's cold. Don't you know what we're going through? It's our older bruv. Lost contact with him we have, so we're scouring every shady corner at the capital. And then last night we come across you, the very spit of the bloke. Ain't that right, Ringo? He is Nash, he is. The very spit of him. By the way, these two remind me of Wario and Waluigi, or Mario and Luigi. It's just that one is short and one is taller. It's Wario and Waluigi for sure. So we decided there and what we's gonna do. So we's gonna call ya. Fruit. Big bruv Sulky. Come on, leave it out, you two. Sulky skulking? And that's before he's run out of chips. Well done, Inspector Sulky Gregson. Begging your pardon, my lord, but the name's Tobias. What I would like to know, Inspector, is what you are doing in the witness stand. The Skulkin brothers are currently under arrest, my lord, on suspicion of theft. Thieves are they, these three? No, my lord, begging your pardon, but please don't lump me in with this lot. 2 nights ago, these two brothers illegally entered an establishment with intent to burgle. Ringo and Nash are named after their respective fruits. Wait, what? They're fruits? And in the course of their nefarious activities, they became embroiled in a far more sinister crime. Ringo means apple and Nash means pear? Nani? Hold on, I gotta find that for myself. Is that what it means? Ringo apple. Is Ringo an apple? Oh, Ringo means apple in Japanese. Oh, they're just based off Japanese name. And Nash or Nashi is a pear. They just pronounce it Nash here, but it's Nashi in Japanese. Nashi. That's cool. Nashi. Yoshi. By Jove, you mean to say, what an extraordinary coincidence. Indeed, my lord. While attempting to burglarize the pawnbrokery, they witnessed its proprietor's murder. Oh, you already know about the Ringo apple? I just thought it was like Ringo Starr and somebody else named Nash. Or the various trespasses of these brothers is not the subject of today's proceedings, though they will naturally face trial in the very near future. With your lordship's permission, I'd like to remain in the stand to keep these gents on the straight and narrow. Of course. Why do you think they just have fruit? Everybody has their characteristics. And by saying that line, I just explained why they're named apple and pear in Japanese, basically. I just answered it myself. Never mind. Of course, Inspector, skeptical as I am about the caliber of these witnesses, I will permit them to take the stand. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin, you will now testify before the court. Describe the events of the night in question and what exactly you saw. Pitu? Because a Skulkin's never skulking. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna love this. Get out of it. He's eating! He's eating! He's eating! Illegal. We was walking down Baker Street in the small hours and the Gap store was ajar, see? It was like some kind of sign begging for us to go in, it was. But once we got inside, court blimey lummy, we heard a gunshot from the back room. We went to see what was what, but the door was locked from the inside. We never done nothing, governor. We never took nothing. We just left after that nice and quiet. Hey, Mr. Popo. Are you the same Mr. Popo from Dragon Ball Z? Sexy mustache, guys. I mean, they look like Wario and Waluigi, so go right ahead, I guess. You are indeed. What brings you here tonight? A terrible coincidence, it would seem. At the precise moment these miscreants entered the property, an even more sinister crime was afoot. The witness's testimony is consistent with the crime scene in every detail. The door providing access to the storeroom from the main shop was indeed locked from the inside, and within, only the victim and the accused were found. I must say, it does appear to be an overwhelmingly simple case. Still, the defense may cross-examine the witnesses now, of course. Counsel, if you please. Counsel? Yes. What's the matter, Runo? Sorry, I was just stunned into silence for a minute by the blatant lies being told by that pair in the stand. I know that's all nonsense because I saw it with my own eyes. I'll just have to expose their testimony for the pack of lies it is. Imagine I can't. It just becomes way too difficult. Let's do it. Illegal. We was walking down Baker Street in the small hours and the Gap store was ajar, see? The front door of Windy Banks was ajar, you say? What time of night was this? Must have been about 1, right, Ringo? Is he pogging right now, chat? Would you consider that a pogging face? It's just that the whole time. Was looking for an Ace Attorney stream and found a nice slothy place. Well, Mr. Popo, you are welcome to stay as long as you like. Welcome. But yes, I am a variety streamer. Ace Attorney is just one of the games I do stream. I played 1 through 3, Apollo Justice, and now we're here. So after this, I'll play 2 in a bit, and then we'll go to the 3DS games. But also, I stream a bunch of other games. Feel free to stay as long as you like. Yeah, I'd say so, right, Skulky? How would I know? The place would have been shut at 1 in the morning, just like every other shop in town. Well, it was pitch black inside, it's true, ain't that right, Ringo? I'm not so sure, Nash. I seem to remember a little light burning inside. Oh, it's rubbing his cheek. Oh yeah, Phoenix Ray and Professor Layton, that was done as well. By the way, Mr. Popo. Are you a fan of Dragon Ball Z and the Abridged or just the Abridged? Or either one or the other? Just to make sure I got that right, Mr. Popo. What about you, Sulkin Mio Mucker? Mio what? Oh, he's biting. Leave me alone. Oh wait, I gotta time this. There we go. I gotta time it just right. I got it. Man, he's really hungry, isn't he? Leave me alone. There definitely was a small lamp burning inside. Ah, gotcha. I've seen all of Dragon Ball Z Kai myself and all of Super, and the movie so far. I really like Dragon Ball. I really love Dragon Ball Z. And the Abridged series is phenomenal. Mr. Perfect Cell, best villain of them all. That's what alerted us to the situation in the first place. And when these gentlemen ventured into the open establishment, the accused, Miss Gina Lestrade, already had the muzzle of her gun trained on the unfortunate victim.
Protection.
That is pure conjecture. Perhaps. But it changes nothing. These brothers inadvertently wandered into the middle of a cold-blooded murder simply because they found the door of the victim's establishment open and ventured inside. Right, that's what happened. Why were they blushing? It was like some kind of sign begging for us to go in. It was. It's got the was. What are you trying to suggest? That you had to go in? Well, God moves in mysterious ways, they say, don't they, Ringo? They do, Nash, they do. Must have been some sort of providence, I reckon. God's will often presents itself as the whim of thieves, does it? It weren't no whim, I'm dead sure of that. It weren't, Nash, it weren't. Like we said at the time. You don't just find doors open in the middle of the night like that. Nah, there's no two ways about it. It was a sign that our long-lost brother was inside. They're not very good liars, are they? Well, you can't deny it. It led us to a bloke what looks just like our bruv. There we go. I said cut it out. Those chips are getting a chomping today. But once we got inside, Cora Blimey Lummy, we heard a gunshot from the back room. A gunshot, you say? Just the one? Are you sure about that? Yep, just the one, governor. I can swear to that. It was, Nash, it was. Ain't that right, bruv? The firearm used belonged to the victim himself. Yes, Mr. Windybank always used to leave his gun lying around on the counter, and why? Who leaves a gun on the counter just like that? Are you joking me? Right, I remember. When we examined it, we found the revolver was completely out of rounds. That makes sense. Mr. Windybank always used to say he only ever kept a single bullet loaded. That's true, I remember him saying that as well. So we can say with considerable certainty that only a single round was discharged from the firearm used as the murder weapon. Yes, my lord, we can. And I should remind the court that the firearm in question was discovered in the hand of the accused. Wonderful. We went to see what was what, but the door was locked from the inside. Do you mean the door between the main shop and the storeroom? If my learned friend is having difficulty grasping the situation, perhaps a drawing would help. And then he draws the map himself. Excluding the shop's entrance from the street, there is only one other door, that of the storeroom. Of course, there was only a little lamp oil burning, not much to see by. And the door was hidden behind a curtain and all. That's right. When we arrived, the door was mostly obscured by the curtain. Also, these sus things on the counter. Tell me, why exactly did you try to open that door? Any normal petty thief would run at the sound of a gunshot, I should think. Oh, well, your turn to rabbit, Ringo. Well, Nash, yeah. I suppose you have to say we ain't normal, eh? Broadly speaking, humans respond in one of two ways of hearing a gunshot or scream. The timid flee gripped by fear while the courageous investigate to see if they might help. These gentlemen are of the latter inclination. My learned Nipponese friend, it would seem, is of the former. Alright, somehow I just proved that I was a coward that night. Thank you, counsels. Okay, seriously, if you heard a gunshot, would you go in or leave? What would you do? So I believe we all understand that the door was locked and could not be opened. Proceed, witnesses. We never done nothing, governor. We never took nothing. We just left after that nice and quiet.
Hold it!
You didn't do or take anything. Is that your story? Well, it was Bedlam soon. It was Bedlam soon as, weren't it? It was, Nash. It was. Didn't even have time to pull me dukes out. Me Lucy Lockett. So with no time to take your hands out of your pockets, you just left nice and quietly, you say? That's right, governor. Nothing we hate more than violence. So I know they mean nothing we hate more than violence, but nothing we ate more than violence. Like they just ate some delicious violence. Isn't violence delicious? Yum. Peace-loving nibblers. It reminds me of the character from Futurama, Nibbler. Peace-loving nibblers. We are not bludges. We are, Nash, we are. Never ever pulled me dukes out me Lucy Lockets. So you clearly like us to believe. Come again? As you fled from the pawnbrokers that night, did you not run into anyone else? And did you not fire a gun at that person? Saints alive, they fired a gun, you say? Oh! Also, Chad, can I say one other thing? I don't know if that's actually a mask or like the shadow from their hat, but I love that it gives them like a robber's mask. It gives them like a robber's mask of the shadow. That's actually a nice touch right there. Blimey, governor. You ain't telling us it was you in the doorway? It was. Oh. Why the bleeding Nora? Didn't you mention that before? You were armed with a gun. And as you fled the scene, you fired that gun at London's greatest detective, Sherlock Sholmes. They shot the great Mr. Sholmes. I did hear he's standing on the box. The great Sholmes, that's beyond the pale. On the night in question, this pair were arrested by the police within minutes of the discovery of the crime scene. Their sus countenance rapidly gave them away. And when searched, a firearm was indeed found in their possession. Furthermore, the barrel shows signs of a shot having been fired from it. The prosecution invites his lordship to examine the firearm recovered from these brothers. Yes, indeed. Remnants of powder around the muzzle, as you say, counsel. The court will hold this weapon as evidence. The Skolgan brothers' gun. Oh, he's pouring again. Now, my Lord Nipponese friend? Yes? Before you speak any further, I want to check the gun. So there's ammunition still loaded in 5 of the revolver's 6 cylinders. Yes, which tells us that only a single shot has been fired from it. Exactly. The bullet that hit Hurley, in fact, isn't it? Yes, it happened almost as soon as we walked in through Wendy Banks' door. I'll make those brothers pay. Oh. After this whole thing, we're gonna see like, oh yeah, 2 brothers found dead in an alley, thanks to little girl. Thanks to world's greatest girl. Give me a second, chat. I'm just gonna fix the air real quick. It's getting like a bit too chilly in here. When I turned it off, I saw a little flash. I don't know what that was about. Maybe my life flashed from the life flashed from the app. Laugh. I can't talk. Ah! Now that Pixel's not here, you're going to get shot right now. Oh no, the gun is being pointed at me. Sorry, chat. I'm not gonna shoot you. You think, huh? All right, now that I got the gun to your face, chat. Now that I got the gun to your face, give me your Twitch Prime right now, or else I will aim this gun at you. Here's to you successfully presenting the evidence. For yes, there are the telltale signs of spent powder on this gun and a single bullet missing from the cylinder. But the prosecution demands evidence that it was fired at the scene of the crime under scrutiny in this trial. Well, I don't need evidence, because I was there.
Objection!
However, the rest of us in this courtroom were not. If the defense fails to provide evidence in support of this rash claim, we shall have no choice but to toast your incompetence and move on. Evidence that these 2 fired that gun before they left Wendy Banks that night. The court demands that all claims are affirmed with clear proof. What evidence shows that these witnesses unloaded a firearm in the pawnbroker shop that night? I am going to say the blood samples, most likely, because we have the there we go. There. It's right here in the blood samples portfolio. The evidence is in this portfolio. What on earth have you got there, counsel? It's blood in a satchel. I open up the satchel, blood just pours out. Look at all this blood I just collected. During the course of our investigations, we discovered a number of blood stains. Not trusting the police to do the job they're trained to do? How arrogantly What the heck, Fanseeks? He's getting more and more racy as we go on. What do you mean, how Nipponese of you? Well, anyway, we analyzed all the blood samples we found and recorded the results in this portfolio. And you claim to have the evidence the court is demanding therein. Yes, my lord. No more dallying then, counsel. Present the pertinent evidence at once. What do you have in your portfolio that proves these witnesses unloaded a firearm at the scene? This one? The first one? What is that? Explain. It's a photographic print taken at Wendy Banks' pawnbrokery on the day of the incident. From the scene of the crime, is it? Hold on, chat, I need water. Is that a bullet hole? And if my eyes do not deceive me, it appears the bullet is still lodged there. Yes, as your lordship noticed, the bullet pierced Mr. Wendy Banks' calendar. The date shown being the 16th of April, the very day of the pawnbroker's death. The incident occurred at 1 hour after midnight, but this indicates that a separate shot had been fired sometime after the calendar had been set to the 16th. That's right, and while it isn't irrefutable, the defense believes this is credible evidence that the witnesses did fire a round from their gun in the pawnbrokers that night. I don't know what voice to give him, but I don't want to go with a voice. Ordar, how does the prosecution stand, Lord Van Zeeks? Is he gonna toss it? If that is the direction my learned friend wishes to take, the prosecution has no objection. What? He tossed. Let's go! He did it! He friggin' did it! He friggin' threw the chalice. So you'll forgive me for flinging my hallowed chalice aside in disgust at the repugnancy it exposes. Yes, on the night in question, these brothers entered the pawnbrokery illegally. And like the bold baddies they claim to be, opened fire on the new arrivals before fleeing back onto the street. Take it easy there, governor. You're gonna land us in the soup. We had a deal. You weren't gonna get into them details. Tell him, Sulky. Set the bloke straight. I have nothing to add. Wow, they got screwed over. So he knew, did he? Van Siegs knew that testimony would almost certainly expose the extent of their crimes. It would seem now that I owe my learned Nipponese friend a word of gratitude. What do you mean? What I mean is that you have helpfully confirmed an important fact. To what fact do you refer, Lord Van Siegs? As had been established at the point of their arrest, a single shot had been fired from the brother's gun. However, if that shot found its target in Mr. Sholmes, then clearly these witnesses cannot be accused of the fatal shooting of the proprietor and victim. In other words, these two men have no material connection to the murder of Mr. Windybank at all. He's played me this whole time. So that's it. Did they miss? They missed every high five until the last part. How do you miss that much? That's it. We didn't have nothing to do with it. We didn't, Nash. We didn't. That's what I reckon. Your crimes include all unlawful entry, intent to steal, perjury, and let's not forget attempted murder. Quite a catalog, eh, fellas? We're in for it now, bruv. Now then, let us take a moment to consider the aforementioned great detective, Mr. Herlock Sholmes. It would seem the man patronized the pawnbrokers in question somewhat regularly. Where's he going with this? Mr. Sholmes appears to take pleasure in tinkering with eccentric machinery. Eccentric? Says who? Not me. Don't give me that look. He installed a pair of machines like this one in the victim's shop. Oh, that's one of Hurley's red-handed recorders. What is that, Counsel? It has the appearance of a photographic contraption. As your lordship has surmised, it is indeed a camera attached to a small timing device. Every half an hour, it automatically photographs the interior of the establishment. The idea being that if a thief were to break into the shop, he would be caught red-handed. If he came in on the 30-minute mark, basically. The prosecution has obtained the photographs taken by the device on the night in question. That is a lot of photographs. 8. 8:30. 9. 9:30. As the court will observe, copious identical prints are produced in a quite desultory fashion. Desultory. Rather prodigal, I feel. In fact, there were 2 such devices in the victim's shop, my lord. If I may refer the court to the plans of the plan of the premises, their respective positions are here and here. You say these cameras produce a print every half hour. I'm afraid I failed to see. How would that would help if the anticipated thief conducted his activities in one of the many 30-minute intervals? One can only pray that the would-be criminal lingers, my lord. On the night in question, the witnesses currently in the stand were not caught on camera. And what the heck is with these two? That's a bit of Friar Tuck, eh, bruv? Lady Luck's love a skulking. Witnesses, at what time did your trespassing begin? Yeah, must have been just after 1. Right, bruv? Must have been, Nash. Must have been. Yeah, just gone 1. I mean, as silly as they are, I love those two. Those two are some of the best characters I've seen in this game yet. They're amazing. Well, I say yeah, this is the final case. In which case, minutes before these brothers entered the establishment. Yes, what scene might we expect to see within the shop? Let us examine the evidence. 1-8. Well, we are screwed as heck. What the heck just happened here at 1? Good lord. It's the defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade. As the court can clearly see, this does not help us at all. The accused is pictured gun in hand facing the victim over the shop counter, no doubt coercing the proprietor to open the door to his storeroom. Quite, one can only too easily imagine the events that unfolded. The court will take this photographic print as evidence if you please, counsel. Well, great. Wow, that really screws me over. How can I get out of this one? It's like, yeah, this just shows that she has the gun. Like, literally, the counsel can just go guilty, 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 and that's it. It's done. I don't believe it, Ginny. In short, the accused is the only person who could possibly have killed Mr. Windybank. Ah! Shouldn't Gina be shorter than Mr. Windybank? Wait a minute. Fandom, you got a good point right there. So it's this guy. Nice legs, by the way. If I can whistle, I'd whistle right now, but I don't, so I wouldn't be disrespectful like that. I say, my lord. Oh, he popped his wig. Oh, Moon Man. Wonder if I might put in a word at this point. Go ahead, Mr. Foreman. Took a bally bullet to the knee in the Battle of Maiwan, 1880, don't you know? Decorated for it and all that, but forced to retire from service, sadly. I mean, it is always possible to just hold the gun lower. I mean, just be like, okay, here, I have gun. I'm gonna aim it this way. There we go, bang. Of course, a medal can never outshine the exploits of chaps like us on the battlefield. Yes, Mr. Foreman, and what exactly is your point? Carried on the battle after retirement, you see, the battle of daily life, if you like. And here I am now, leading the small squadron, 6 men, all good and true. And we'll all go down together, you mark my words, one for all and all for one. Ah, he's pouring it, the chalice, the chatless. The ladies and gentlemen of the jury have reached agreement, have they? Is that what we are to understand? Well, Mr. Foreman, is that correct? In a manner of speaking, yes. This is the Garrett Squadron's position, sir. What? Wait, no, it's too soon to make a judgment here. Status report for the Count's courtmen on the double. His lordship insists on promptitude at all times, and that goes for making decisions too. I think you'll find the truth is as clear as day now. I could reach out and touch it. I wouldn't have left it in there. I just wouldn't, but in all honesty, I can't actually remember. What happened during the surgery? I'm more curious about the surgery with this guy. What did he leave in the body? Situation clear, stop. No room for doubt, stop. Truth now undeniable, stop. Mouse. I am very sorry for brothers, they are unlucky. Very well. I now call upon each member of the jury to state his or her leaning in this matter. Announce your considered verdicts to the court.
Guilty.
Oh, nah.
Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Can the mouse press the button? Wait. Did the man just face palm? Did he just face plant the button? Hold on. Hold on, I can go back in this clip. Let me go save this clip real quick. I gotta see how he did it. I did not notice that. Save the clip faster. Does it really take that long to save 30 seconds of a clip? It's still saving. It does indeed apparent that the jury is unanimous in its leaning already. That photograph. Do you not have a lot of storage? I should have. Hold on. I should have a lot of storage. It's... yeah. 51 and 80 gigs. I don't know why it's taking forever, though. Oh, does it... I can't even access my photos. Oh, there... oh. There we go. It was just taking a while. Is my Switch just broken right now? Will that be up there forever now? Yeah. Oh, I see now, because I have like freaking 977 photos and videos. Wow, I've taken a lot of photos. Wow, I have taken so many photos, especially Bomberman photos. Well, when that thing gets saved, we will look at the animation again. Thank you, Mr. Popo. There we go. Oh, that's great, though. All right, let's go. Let's do a little trimming. So, right. And then at the end. So right here and then back here. Yeah. Ah, dang it, played again. Yeah, he just face... so he can't touch it with his hands. He just... I love it. Wait, look at the mouse. Wait, hold on. I gotta see the mouse first. The mouse jumps? Oh, I gotta see the mouse. I like the mouse. Oh, he does! The mouse does a jump! Oh! That's so cute! What the heck? That's so adorable. I love the details in this game. The details in this game are just amazing. It must be the definitive evidence that Gregson mentioned. But yes, let's carry on. But Ginny didn't shoot him. No, of course not. My lord, the defense wishes to assert its right to a summation examination. Here we go again. Aw, dang, here we go again. Very well, the court grants permission. So, you refuse to admit defeat again. How unsurprising. What, is he gonna say, oh, how Nipponese of you, ooh. We shall proceed immediately with the summation examination. Mr. Foreman, are all members of the jury ready? Absolutely, sir. Always ready for action, my chaps. Very good. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will each explain on what grounds you have determined the defendant to be guilty. By the way, chat, as a reminder, I'm only streaming 3 times this week because of work. So tonight is Great Ace Attorney, Friday is Digimon Cyber Sleuth, the beginning of Digimon Cyber Sleuth, and, no wait, I'm working Friday. So Saturday is Digimon, and Sunday is more Great Ace Attorney. Until this game is finished, I'm gonna stream Great Ace Attorney until it's done, wait a while, and then play Great Ace Attorney 2 because I don't want to burn out. I don't want any burnout, so there'll be a bit of a wait before we play Great Ace Attorney 2. I hope you all understand. All the evidence clearly points the finger of guilt at this young pickpocketeenette. As a housemate, I should like to see all filthy eyesores promptly and rigorously eliminated. I think you'll find that if you look at that photograph in stereo, the truth will just pop out. If I have left it in there, I should think there'll be repercussions by now. What did he do? Mind made up, stop. Global radio transmission of verdict to follow, stop. In Motherland, we say never judge by clothes, judge by head. I'm convinced brothers are innocent. Convinced? I love his broken English. The circumstance of the crime and the evidence do indeed implicate the defendant rather comprehensively. The storeroom locked from the inside, in which the victim and the accused were discovered alone, and in the accused's hand, the fatal revolver, the firing of which was heard by these witnesses. Not to mention this print. Look at this photograph. It only one that makes me cry. Taken from a chap who's seen action on the battlefield, that young girl's on the verge of pulling the bally trigger. Ballyhoo. Ballyhoo from Mario Party 8. Thanks a lot, Mr. Sholmes. Oh dear, Hurley's cameras were supposed to help, not hinder. I'm afraid I think you have an uphill struggle ahead of you. But Gina didn't shoot Mr. Windybank. Which means there's more to the situation that we've yet to see. Agreed. You have the floor, counsel. Proceed with the summation examination. Let's do it. Let's figure this out. Jury examination. I love them. All the evidence clearly points the finger of guilt at this young pickpocketer. You're Mr. Natsume's landlord, Mr. Garadeb, aren't you? We really must stop meeting like this. You're that lawyer chap. Well, there's a turn up for the books. Yes, rather a turbulent time we had back then. By the way, chat, we just hit 3 hours. Everybody all good so far? Some extraordinary events took place at your house, that's for sure. Luckily, hair in my eye. Luckily, Mr. Sholmes and I were able to get to the bottom of it all. Fandom, what's with the eh? What's wrong? I think we did rather a lot for you, didn't we? I mean, obviously. I wouldn't be suggesting that, therefore, you should change your leading to not guilty or anything. Can't be denied, I suppose. The curse of the Garadeb house was the talk of the town after that business. Lodgers moved out, and I couldn't get a bally soul to take up the tenancies. Oh. Haven't had the heart to break the news to Joni yet. Bad enough that the old girl's clapped up. Yes. Can't be denied, and you did do rather a lot, but not for us, that's for dash certain. I suppose not. But of course, if anybody's having an off day, I hope the stream even helps you even a little bit. Of course. There can be no suggestion of that being the reason I'm leaning towards guilty here, obviously. Obviously, but honestly, I really wish he paid more attention to the trial and less to juror number 2. Trying to cheat on the old wife, eh? As a housemate, I should like to see old filthy eyesores promptly and rigorously eliminated. Wait, is that the reason why he has his wife dressed up as a maid, because he has a crush on that housemaid? Or does he just like maids? Polishing the bench, I see. Again. A maid's work is never done. Not a blemish must remain. What exactly do you mean by filthy eyesores? On my way to market for his lordship, I have to pass through the East End. The place is full of beggars, pick-purses, and crossmen, the scum of the earth. Wow. A little harsh, perhaps? Let me be plain. If it were up to me, all those back slums would be made spick and span or eradicate. You just see her with like a vacuum cleaner, a mop, and guns, a flamethrower. At least we have people like the great detective working to achieve these important goals. You're referring to Mr. Herlock Sholmes? That's right, I like to keep abreast of his exploits by reading Rand's magazine in between my duties. He does wonders cleaning up London streets. In my opinion, he should be declared an honorary maid of the capital. Now we have Herlock Sholmes in a maid outfit, and I don't want to think about that anymore. Mr. Sholmes, a maid? And now that image is stuck in my head, thank you. It's really quite unforgivable. Gutter scum having the audacity to shoot our very greatest detective. What is with these people? Minor detail, it was the 2 brothers in the stand who shot Mr. Sholmes, not the defendant. A minor detail indeed, they're all gutter scum as far as I'm concerned. Well, it just might be an idea to get our facts straight anyway. Come on, Phantom, we don't speak about that rule. That's a disturbing rule. Yes, alright, I shall amend my statement. Those brothers are the scum of the earth. They should swing for shooting the great detective. Swing? Oh, I probably should hold it on that again. I agree with you. The shooting of Mr. Sholmes was an unforgivable act. But the purpose of this trial is to determine who shot the pawnbroker, Mr. Windybank. I'm afraid you're splitting hairs, sir. Sorry? Whether it was the thieves or the pig purse, it was still gutter trash that shot the pawnbroker in the end. Filth that should be cleaned up and eradicated, in my considered opinion. Thanks so much for sharing. Changing his mate's mind isn't gonna be easy. Bruno, it was one of those two brothers that shot Hurley, wasn't it? Yes, without question. Well then, I'll never forgive them. Oh, Iris. Perhaps we can use this mate's statement to help us somehow, do you think? Yes, maybe. Let's listen carefully to what each juror has to say first. Yep, that's what I plan to do. I think you'll find that if you look at that photograph in stereo, the truth will just pop out. What do you mean, look at the photograph in stereo? Sorry, what? Don't you know? If you look at the photograph print normally, it looks as though the pickpocket girl is about to shoot the victim, obviously. But there's no indication that the defendant ever fired the gun. All I'm saying is that if you look at the same print in stereo, it can reveal all sorts of new info. By any chance, are you a fan of stereoscopes? Ooh, how did you know? Let's call it a lucky guess. It never gets old seeing the two prints merge into one before your eyes. It's extraordinary, it's captivating, it's the height of modernity. Of course. Oh yes, I think you'll find that the stereoscope is here to stay, giving us new perspectives we could only dream of before. It's the greatest invention the world has ever seen. If only it can give me a new perspective on this case, I might agree with you. Oh boy, this guy. If I left it in there, I think there should be repercussions by now. What exactly have you been muttering about all this time, sir? You keep talking about having left something somewhere or something like that. So sorry. As you can probably tell, I'm a surgeon. A surgeon? That totally passed me by. Of course, people conducting surgery in this country aren't considered to be doctors, oh no. Even though me and my kind are at the forefront of medical science, the real brains in the field. So what is it that you think you left behind? Well, that's a little embarrassing to be honest. You see, I was operating on someone yesterday. Standard thing, went in through the abdomen. But when I finished the procedure, I couldn't find my scalpel. Oh. Your scalpel? Did he just leave? Oh. What? Did he? Surely not. Exactly, surely not, you say to yourself, don't you? Worrying, isn't it? That's what's been troubling this whole time. Could I really have left my scalpel inside the fellow's belly? That's like Sudoku on your insides. So there you have it. Like I said, a little embarrassing, really. That's one way of putting it. The other is manslaughter. You can't spell slaughter without laughter, so laugh until it's all over. That's exactly my concern. And seeing as this case appears to be all but sewn up, I need to focus on trying to remember exactly what I've sewn up elsewhere. Now, I'm sure I made sure everything was back as it should be, well, as sure as you can be without being sure. I'm sure you need to be more sure. So that didn't help at all. Mind made up, stop. Global transmission, a verdict to follow, stop. Sorry, radio transmission? What do you mean? Are you from the Far East? Stop. Yes, from the Empire of Japan. All communication with Far Eastern nations used to take place by mail. Royal Mail steamers take more than a month to complete the journey. But now we have the electric telegram, so we can send messages using signals. Thousands of miles of cables have been laid along the ocean beds, connecting the entire world. Thousands of miles of cable? On the ocean bed? It makes my head hurt just thinking about it. You are well informed, young lady. But cables will soon become a thing of the past. Stop. And just when I was starting to catch up. Radio transmission is the future. Stop. Messages carried over airwaves to four corners of the globe. Stop. Excitement growing. Stop. Atmosphere electric. Stop. Right. Try not to wear out your fingers. Era of wireless telegraphy. Stop. Driving technological... Wow, I can't read today. I'm sorry. Driving technological revolution. Stop. And people say inventions like the stereoscope are the height of technology. What other piffle? I can't understand it. I really can't. They're just... Oh! That scared the heck out of me. They're just silly toys. Oh, someone's angry.
Excuse me.
Juror number 3, sorry to interrupt when you're obviously fuming, but... What? Do you perhaps have something to say about juror number 5's last remark? As if I couldn't guess. Oh, you bet I do. Say that again. Go on. I dare you. Bet. Goodness, are you talking to me? I think he just might be, yes. You think stereoscopes are just toys, do you, huh? Absolutely. I mean, really? A machine to view photographs in 3 dimensions? Why on earth would you not just use your eyes to look at the world around you? It's all 3D. What a great way to appease the man. No, I'm sorry. Stereoscopes are of no practical use at all. He's about to kill. That face says, I'm gonna kill this girl. You just don't know. Pardon? I think you'll find that viewing a photograph through a stereoscope can unlock all sorts of possibilities. I'm obviously going to have to demonstrate. What sort of possibilities? Well, take a crime scene for example. If you had a pair of photographs from a crime scene that you could view through a stereoscope, it could reveal hidden clues you've never even noticed before. What? Have you got any, Bruno? Any prints we could look at with a stereoscope? I think we do. How about this print here? It should do the trick, I think. Should we do it, the photograph of Gina? Alright then, juror number 3. Are you saying you can do this with any 2 suitable photographic prints? Of course I can. Very well then, I'd like you to demonstrate. I'd be delighted to. Just give me one more print and I'll amaze you all. Oh. I think I may have chosen the wrong one. Ah, flip. Did I choose the wrong print? I should have chosen the 2 cat photos, right? Oh, I should have chosen the 2 cat photos. Yeah, I think I chose the wrong thing, didn't I? Ah, flip. What if I just choose the same one again? Wait, sorry? What do you mean, one more print? Oh dear, don't you have these in the Far East? Don't you know how a stereoscope works? Bruno, what? You need 2 photographs for a stereoscope, remember? Oh, so one for the left eye and one for the right. Oh, then can't we just get one? Okay. But the print we have from the pawnbroker is just a normal photograph. No, I think you'll find that the clue is in the name. It's a stereoscope, not a monoscope. You always need 2 prints. Thanks for the friendly explanation. Well, if we obtain another print at some point later in the trial, we can always show it to this young man then. I think you'll find that know-it-all expression is really starting to annoy me. Let's get things back on track, shall we, Counsel? All we need is another shot from a slightly different location, and we can see the scene in 3 dimensions. Can it really show up new clues, though? Don't know unless you try. Up. No, I didn't want... Ah! You know what, then? Oh, wait a second. We can use this, and then his body, right? I'm gonna try it. I was wrong. I can't actually... Oh, okay. So I need another photo then. Really? I think maybe I need to have a stereoscope look at my brain sometime? What's that supposed to mean? I thought I had an idea that didn't work out so well. Alright, let me try with the last guy. In Motherland, we say never judge by clothes, judge by head. I am convinced brothers are innocent. Please tell me you're not Villain Vorshevik, the Russian revolutionary. Revolutionary? Duh, I believe there is such a rumor. It's just a rumor. As you see, I have unfortunate appearance. I look like vicious criminal. Your words, not mine. Just want to point that out. People call me revolutionary, murderer, autocrat. And which glove fits? Oh, Good day. I am visiting London for sightseeing. I would like to take bus to Crystal Tower, please. By the way, I love that whenever he moves the book, the mouse moves its head too. All right, Firebrand. Thanks for coming by. Have a good night. Right. That didn't sound staged at all. You'll forgive me for having my doubts. Pixel, check the Discord. What's going on in Discord? In gaming? Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl is just so broken and glitched that speedruns are already at sub 20. What the heck? Oh, memes. Oh no! Oh no! No, save me! Why? No! Oh! Why'd you post this cursed image? Here you go, chat. Suffer with me. Suffer with me. Just suffer with me, chat. Here's Herlock Sholmes in a maid dress. Oh my goodness, Stevie, you're just quick at these things. It's all good. Okay, game. To be treated like vicious criminal all the time, it is very painful. People do not realize. So I have much sympathies for these brothers. People say they are criminals only because of how they look. The Skulkin brothers? Maybe they went inside a pawnbroker's shop, but they have done nothing wrong. This is all I have to say. The Skulkin brothers did nothing wrong that night. All right, well, first of all, that's one not so little misunderstanding I'll need to clear up straight away. Tell me something, Iris. What is it, Bruno? The jurors are chosen at random from the inhabitants of London town, aren't they? Yes, it's amazing, isn't it? In that case, how is it that there's a Russian tourist sitting among them, who looks for all the world like a revolutionary? I wish I knew. If I can't change the minds of more than half of these 6 jurors, the trial will be over. But we know that Ginny would never shoot anyone. Yeah, so we need to find the contradictions in what these jurors are saying and put them against each other. I must be ready to go whatever lengths I have to convince them of Gina's innocence. Hold on, I think I can figure one thing out already. He says that they're innocent, but just in case I am gonna save. It's been a while since I've saved. I'm gonna try something. I am going to try the gun because they shot the gun. Oh wait, I can't. Oh, I can only pit. I gotta pit them. Oh, wait. I got it. I got a pit already. I already got a pit. I made a mistake. I got it. I got it. I forgot that this works a bit differently. I know, I gotta win another conversation. I gotta win another conversation. It's good though. I got it. All right, the brothers are the scum of the earth. They swing for shooting the great detective, pitting against number 6, saying that they did nothing wrong.
Objection.
There we go. Those two statements clearly contradict each other. Good lord. Counsel, explain yourself. Oh my statement? Contradictory? Juror number 6, you've got the wrong end of the stick. I do not have stick. I have mouse. And I love him. I love him already. As juror number 2 said earlier, when the Skulkin brothers fled the scene on the night in question, they fired a shot from the revolver. Yes, they shot poor Mr. Sholmes in the abdomen, I understand. Surely you're not going to tell the court now that you didn't hear? Abdomen, ABD. Sir? Sorry, my English is still learning. You are telling the court you didn't hear? Forgive me, I did not hear. What? Here is word, abdomen, part of person's body containing stomach and other vital organ. If this is what you mean, you should say in plain English, I am Russian, not native speaker. Who thought it was a good idea to let this man be on the jury again? Mouse is on the table. Sure. You are telling me these brothers who look like criminals were lying? They said before we never done nothing, but truth is they shot detective. This is double negative. Yes, that's exactly right. Oh, he's squeezing the mouse! Long mouse! Lying is wrong, especially when lie is said by a person who looks like criminal. Coming from you, that seems surprisingly prejudiced. This means when they said we never took nothing, maybe it was also big fat lie. Is this true? Well, according to the police report, no stolen goods were found, so... Oh, enough. I trust no one now. It's not the mouse's fault, though, sir. Stop squeezing it. I must see with own eyes. I must investigate crime scene myself. Imagine he just leaves. He's like, I must investigate. Runs out of courtroom. Well, we need a replacement. Yes, it is, Reno, easily. Sorry? With the prints from Hurley's red-handed recorder. If you compare the print that pictures Ginny and the next print from half an hour later, you'll be able to see straight away if anything was taken or not. Now we're getting the photo. Cooey, Mr. Prosecutor. Cooey? Calling in the prosecutor in the middle of a summation examination of all times. I was just sleeping over here. The print showing the accused threatening the victim after she broke in the shop is this one. Following this, the victim and the accused moved into the storeroom. Meanwhile, the Skulkin brothers entered the shop and summarily heard the fatal gunshot ring out. Sadly, none of these events were captured on film. This is the print produced by the camera half an hour later after the brothers' flight. By the way, I am getting hungry. I cannot wait until I get food later. So this was taken after Hurley was shot then. As far as I can tell, nothing has been taken. That does seem to be the case, but wait, something did shift. I can't notice anything that's obviously missing in the second print. So the brothers who look like criminals told only one lie. They shot man, but they stole nothing. It would seem so, yes. Good. No, not good. You were right, I did not understood situation. Now I know brothers have lied. I think it is very important to continue a trial. Hey, mouse did a jump. I'm gonna save a clip of that and trim it. I just want the clip of the mouse jumping. Yay, well done, Runa. The balance is shifting. Well, it's a start, I suppose. But there must be more in what these jurors are saying that I can use to expose the truth. And if I can do that, we might just turn the situation to our favor still. Thank you, counsel. Continue with the summation examination. And kindly hand that new photographic print to the bailiff to be filed as evidence. Hey, new photographic print. Oh, juror 3? I wonder if we can make use of that. You're right, fandom. Juror number 3! We need you!
Hold it!
Let's do it. So let's start with this print right here. And then we'll get the second shot over. There we go. Alright, these two prints were both taken with the same camera in Windy Banks on the night in question. Yes, I see. Tell me, Mr. Lawyer. Do you know how stereographic images work? Do you understand the principle? Well, I think so. I did have a lesson only yesterday. Kitty cat, the left and right eye images need to be the same, only with a slight shift in the position of some objects. The cats are fusing. Fusion? Huh? Then when your brain merges the two images together inside your head, it notices the shift, as if it were deaf. Yes, exactly. It's that small shift between certain objects in the two pictures that's really important. So what happens if you use two photographs that are exactly the same then? No, obviously that wouldn't work at all. Not for seeing the scene 3D anyway. Oh, of course, now I see. I think the young girl's discovered the secret. I have, and she's looking at us cross-eyed. Can you uncross your eyes before you tell me? Have another look at these two pictures from Hurley's camera, Runo. Go on. Oh boy, I really gotta try it then. I'm trying. It's not coming together. Can you see that there's a really obvious difference between them? Of course there is. There are two people in the first and no people in the second. Well, yes, you can see that straight away. But now, try looking at the pictures in 3 dimensions. All right, I'll give it a go. So to start with, you have to cross your eyes and then try to make the two pictures overlap exactly. I almost had it. All right, let's try again. I'm not good with this. So, what's different? Let's see if by crossing my eyes I can make the quill pens from each picture overlap in the middle. Wait, was there a difference? Well, did you manage to see it properly, Runo? No, I couldn't. I tried. I'm just not very good at this. Yeah, I'm not good at crossing my eyes. I have just a thing. Oh, so literally, I could have been spending 30 minutes on that only to realize that I could get help with this. I know I mentioned this yesterday, but if you had that contraption with you from the outset, you could have saved me staring at Mr. Windybank and Gina like I hate them all that time. And if you remember, I said in reply that it's much more satisfying to be able to see the effect with your own eyes. I tried. I really did try, though. Well, let's try this thing out. Hopefully that will help me. Here goes. Oh. Huh. Now let's see what we've got. Wait, look at that. What's going on with these two pictures? Some of the things on the counter they just sort of jump out at you. I mean, I'm pretty. What the? Everybody's got the photos. Even the judge was cross-eyed. And then Van Zinks is like, screw this, I'm using the contraption. That's great. Yes, that's it, you see. That's the other amazing power of stereoscopes. Other amazing power? Is someone going to explain this black magic? Why the deuce do some of the things on the counter seem to jump out at you like that, I'm pretty sure this would have been made way more amazing with the 3DS. But we're playing on Switch. I think you'll find that if you consider the basic principle of the stereoscope, you'll answer your own question. Basic principles of the stereoscope? As I said before, if you try to look at two identical pictures using a stereoscope, it won't work at all. It's the slight shift in the positions of certain objects that lets you see pictures 3-dimensionally. In other words, even though at first glance it seems the objects on the counter haven't moved at all between the two pictures, this shows that actually there must have been a slight shift in their positions. Yes, there must have been. Now hold fire there, sir. Got a reasonable grasp of this whole cross-eyed business now, I say. But why the devil does this shift between the two prints exist in the first place? Well, what's the answer, fellow? Come on, you're the cross-eyed master. What, me? I haven't the first idea. You know, Runo, it's quite simple. It is. Just think it through step by step. The first photograph was taken at 1 a.m. Then, 30 minutes later, the second photograph was taken. But the position of some items on the counter appear to have shifted slightly in the interim. So that means that sometime in the half-hour interval, someone must have tampered with the things on the counter. Zookers. Zookers? Someone tampered? New information. Stop. Not mentioning testimony so far. Yes. We've had to go around in circles a little here, it seems. But I'm starting to see what I should be aiming at in this summation examination now. Ladies and gentlemen, the question now is clear. We know the items on the countertop were moved, but by whom? Are you suggesting you might know? Of course. I can tell you right now who is responsible for the almost imperceptible shift in the items on the counter. It was Susato. The one person who did it though. And they were shifted slightly. So these two were across the counter. Boy, come on. I'm just kind of lost. It could be anybody. Who could it be? Could it be Mr. Shones because he got shot though? Hint, 30 minutes. You say 30 minutes, but it's like, okay, I could choose between these two, or it could be Shomes who just got shot, but I need a better hint than that because I'm trying to think right now. I can't think right now. If I can get another hint, that'd be helpful, but because I don't want to lose points for this. 30 minutes though. I need to get more water. 30 minutes. And it could be moved by one person in between it. So the shift of the imperceptible shift on the counter. Who messed with the counter in those 30 minutes? I am trying to think. It's just tough right now. Who caused this shift on the items? Who shifted them? Could it be Windy Bank? Quite clearly it was the work of this. Nope, when it's that meddler, yeah, it doesn't. Okay, it's not that. That was the wrong answer. All right, that was a fail right there. All right, I'm gonna go with my next guess. I'm gonna go with Herlock. It was not that meddler either. Okay, so that's another mistake. So who the heck else? Then is it Gina? Okay, no. Then okay, I'm getting it wrong then. What's going on? Then is it the robbers? But it said this meddler, like one meddler. It's asking for one person. So it's like, could it really just be these guys here? I'll give it a shot. Oh. Then why did it say one person then? It said one person. It made me assume that it was just one person. Okay. So they were 30 minutes of each other. They were inside. So who were the only other two people who got in? But the thing is, the way it was written and the way it was said, it made me believe it was one person, not two, the brothers. So I got confused. I just got confused, but I know in 30 minutes they went inside. Nothing was shifted. Who else came in? The two brothers. I should have chosen them from the start. I know, I wasn't thinking that well. I wasn't thinking that well. So it was a trick. It was a trick, basically. I got tricked. I got duped. I got dangledored, but let's move on. It was the witnesses currently in the stand, the Skulkin brothers. Wait, mouse is squeezed. This does not agree with what brothers said in testimony before. They said they did not even have time to pull dukes from Lucy Lockets. My phrase book says dukes is meaning hands and Lucy Lockets is meaning pockets. Not the mouse, but is this another lie? Is this what you were saying? Yes, I'm afraid so. Now hold on there a minute, you can't be sure of that. I quite agree, the accused is a common pig purse after all. It's perfectly possible that she went through the things on the desk to see what she might steal. I think that's unlikely. And why exactly? As you can see from this photographic print, the defendant was pointing a gun at the victim. It would seem, as my learned friend indicated, that she was coercing Mr. Windybank to open the door. In other words, Miss Lestrade's interests lay within the storeroom, not in the main shop, giving her no reason to touch anything on the counter. All of which points to one thing. The Skolgan brothers have admitted key facts in their testimony. But the accused is a pig purse, common gutter trash. Why look any further for the wrongdoer here? Because the Skolgan brothers are thieves, madam. No better, in fact worse than a pig purse. I believe that these brothers were looking for something on the victim's counter that night. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if you would condemn the defendant on the grounds that she is a pickpocket, would it not at least be right and proper to thoroughly scrutinize testimony given against her by two thieves? Well said. I, for one, would like to hear more from that shady pair. I love that. Let's go. Can you all see now? I think you'll find stereoscopes aren't playthings. You've seen their extraordinary potential firsthand. And summation examination is now. We're all set. We're back. Wholeheartedly agree. Stop. Must purchase after trial. Stop. Will return home via Regent Street. Stop. Oh. Complete innocence? Well, it would seem this trial has yet to run its course. The ladies and gentlemen of the jury have declared their inclinations via the mighty scales of justice. I hereby call the summation examination to conclusion with the balance altered in the defendant's favor. 2 lean to guilty, 4 lean to not guilty. Accordingly, the jury is without consensus. And I order this trial to continue. Yay, well done. Oh, by the way, what? You should hold on to this, Bruno. You'll never know when it might come in useful. Twice in one trial will be unusual, surely, but alright. Yay, I got a little stereoscope. It's mine now, forever. Lord Van Zeeks, you will instruct the witnesses that the court demands additional testimony from them. I'm sure it won't spoil the bouquet to do so, my lord. Let's friggin' go. I've won myself another chance to probe that pair about their activities that night at least. And I won't stop probing them until I've proven that Gina is innocent. Let's go, Chad. We did it. We got this far. To be continued next time. What a good way to end the stream right there. But we did a lot in these 3.5 hours, though. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves, as I will be back with Digimon on Saturday and more Great Ace Attorney on Sunday. I hope you all joined the stream. Thank you to everybody who showed the support. If you haven't followed, please do for more streams like this. I'll be back on Friday with Digimon Cyber Sleuth. Come on by for Digimon battles. It's a JRPG, and it's a game that a friend recommended to me, so we'll see how that goes. But of course, I will see you all then. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for coming by. Bye-bye. Oh, yeah.
Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.